Hello, everybody. It is Sabre and welcome back to another Friday Night Dice. And I'm going to include the crew here, right here. Hello, guys. How you doing?
Hey,
Howdy.
doing good. How about yourself?
I am doing okay. It's been an interesting week. Been actually doing a lot of streaming lately. Actually, it's kind of cool. If you guys could stream any game, like if you guys were streaming games and stuff, what games would you guys stream? Everybody talk at once.
Hmm.
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do it at all. Okay.
The uh, I couldn't think of any one game that I could stream because I go through. I don't play any one game consistently. I go through phases. Currently, the games that I'm playing are BattleTech and Super Auto Pets,
Okay.
but that'll probably change in like a month or two.
About once a month, I would stream Sudoku.
There you go. That's what I do. Sudoku.
Well, for me, I've been doing Triangle Strategy. I did a little newsy update on Pokemon that I dropped this morning. And what else? Oh, of course, Final Fantasy VI Randomizer, because we are in the season now. We're in the summer season of the Ultras League placement stage. I'm probably going to be relegated to Tonic, I'm not going to lie. So it's not going to be great. That's the bottom tier, by the way.
Mm.
So we're just missing a Leo. I
Not
think.
surprising.
Yep, must be running late with his TV dinner.
Yep.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, just giving you a heads up, Bailey, if I remember correctly, Leo wanted to ask if he could shotgun two potions at once.
Yep.
Whoa.
Uh,
However,
Not in one action. But you can definitely drink two potions at once, and we can see what happens.
Okay. Would you allow him to drink two potions at once if he mixed them into the same vial first?
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Ah.
That's
that'd still be two actions, though, right?
yeah, but going
You
forward, he could store them for later.
right. You're basically it would still be two actions to mix them together, or one action to mix them together, one action to drink it. But if he does it beforehand, then it saves an action essentially.
Interesting.
I want to see the epic diarrhea.
1, 2, 3, diarrhea. Um,
It's coming out of both ends. This isn't
Leo.
funny.
One thing Leo has been doing is he has been PMing me all day about Sean's campaign.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
My god, just stop.
Why is he PMing you about Sean's campaign of all things?
He's trying to figure out what to do. He's going to play Solaris, by the way.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's wondering what to do with Solaris. Do I do frontline? Do I do real line? I don't know. I'm just wondering.
He-
As your artificer going to be doing frontline? Because I know I really want to do frontline, but this is the way he's been typing to me all day.
I have gotten a message like 5 times being like, yeah, I updated the character sheet in your game. You can go ahead and delete this old one. And
Hey. Um.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll
he and I have messaged each other like all day. It started at well, actually not all day. It started at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 messages today. All about what am I doing? What am I doing in your
For frame of reference, what time is it now?
It is
7:04.
5 after, yeah, almost 5 after
5 after.
7.
Okay. Because it being 3 o'clock your time means nothing to me, because it's 4 for me here.
Right.
Oh yeah. It's amazing that you can get on at this time of day.
Sorry?
It's amazing that you can get on this time of day for you.
I specifically try to get my Fridays off.
Yeah, see, I have Thursdays, Fridays off because, well, that's what I had at work, and it's permanently that way, at least for the next, how old is he? 10? So 8 years. So they can't change my days off for the next 8 years. But,
Nice.
yeah. I mean, it's a fixed schedule, so.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Well, Saturday to Wednesday. Somebody's got to put sports on the weekends for everybody else. So I guess, one thing you said we're doing tonight was we have another fight, you said?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Whoa. Oh, yeah?
The enthusiasm.
He's like, oh, yeah, we have a big fight for you guys. And I'm like, what?
I think
We
Well-
just got through a big fight.
rather, Nicholas heard noises in the dark. He can't really see anything because he doesn't have dark vision. And smells death in the area, something that wasn't as pungent earlier.
There's a
Give me
foul
my-
smell in the air.
but we are not going to hear it because we're way away from them.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's high up in the tower.
Yeah, he's high up in the tower. That's the only reason why he was able to get it.
I am. So are we? Okay, so the final verdict was we are getting at least a short rest, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You're getting at least a short rest.
So that
This
means
was
I do
interrupting your
get-
long rest.
I don't even think I lost any health that last fight, did I?
Well, Nicholas took most of the hits.
I am using the short rest, long rest feature on our run sheet, on our character sheet. It is amazing.
Hey, Leo.
Howdy.
Took you long enough.
All right.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about you.
What about?
You're very interested in Sean's campaign and messaging us about it today.
Oh yeah,
Messaging
I'm just
you.
whatchamacallit? Theory crafting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yes.
figure out like what my role is, and I can only figure that out if I ask you guys what your guys' role is
I-
going to be.
I have seen 5 versions of the same character across my desk.
Well,
So I think she's going to be frontliner. That's the final decision.
is
There
that
you go,
is that your
frontline.
final? Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
I
Is
guess.
It's the final
everybody-
answer until the next final answer comes
Hey, I
by.
don't change as much as Paul.
Whoa, hey, what are you bringing me into?
Whoa!
You change all the time.
Yeah, I know. I'm not denying that.
As the DM who has the records, you currently have Paul beat by 1 character change.
And how many character changes have I made, Sean?
Probably less than 1.
Exactly.
Theory
Congratulations.
crafting is fun.
Last
Yeah.
time I knew we were practically the Avengers for the next campaign.
Not the Avengers. We're all of our characters could be equated to 1 or 2 Marvel characters.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
well,
it's-
that's what I meant. Yeah.
You're all the secondary Avenger. You're the Avengers B team.
Excuse me. I want to think of my guy's kind of the original here.
Okay, but like when Iron Man goes out with all the other guys who aren't mainline Avengers, do you call that Avengers A team?
Call it the other guys.
It's the other guys.
Avengers West Coast.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this team was stationed in New Jersey, not New York.
This is the Jersey Avengers.
Jesus.
All right, enough of this. Bailey's campaign.
Yeah.
All
Ooh.
right. So, Nicholas hears and / smells a bunch of things around. What does he do?
He's gonna groan, get up, and does Nicholas have? What kind of lantern does he have? Because he's gonna do the stupid thing of lighting a lantern to see if he can see something.
Did he even have a lantern? Well, he must have got one
Definitely
since
has a
then.
torch.
He definitely has a torch. Yeah, no, looks like he just has a torch. Although he has one torch.
In that case, 1 moment. Forgot to put dynamic lighting / fog in the area in 1 moment.
Oh,
He is preparing a map, guys.
Oh no, the map's already prepared. I just forgot to do the fog.
Roll 20.
Looks pretty dark.
Yep, pretty dark.
It is night. Not surprising.
80.
A torch goes 40 feet, correct?
yeah.
20 feet of bright
20
light.
feet bright light, 20 feet dim light.
In that case, that's definitely not the area. Give me 1 second. There you go. That's what you see after you light the light. And at this point, I'm going to have you roll in. Why do you only have 21 and 28 hit points?
I have no idea.
Dragon need one. That is interesting. Why is it that?
Should be like 121, right?
I'll be right back.
It should be, I think 140 something.
141.
Yeah.
You keep changing his attribute to HP and it just says no. Okay. I guess we're not going to be connected to the character sheet because Roll20 is being stupid right now. So
There you go. There you go.
Oh no, I just
140.
manually put that in. That's not
Okay.
connected to a sheet at all. All right. At this point, Nicholas, go ahead and roll me initiative.
I don't have access to the token.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant.
Doing great over there. Doing great. No, we're doing even better though.
Is this all in one room, or is he looking down in the forest? Or...
He's looking down a couple of floors at what's down there.
Yeah.
A moment. Plus 1 from 12. All right.
Yep.
Another goddamn red wizard, man. They can't get enough of these guys.
Okay. So the tower is ruined to the point where you don't really have a full level at the very top. You have like half of a level. So things are going to be able to see you, specifically the red wizards, especially if you're lighting a torch.
Yep.
Hey, I'm over here. I'm over here.
The beacons are
So
lit.
we're gonna fire a couple of firebolts at you. First one, actually, you can't see them, so they're at advantage. We got a 20 and a 25. I'm assuming both hit
Yes, both hit.
for a total of 24.
Yeah, not a bad second hit, but that first hit, ouch.
Luckily, you don't have
What do you want
21
to do,
hit
Nicholas?
points.
Okay. So that brings us to Nicholas, eh?
Yep.
Where did
What's he doing?
those
You gonna try
firebolts
to
come
solo
from?
this? Oh, one came from this direction. The other one came from this direction.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Is Nicholas gonna try to solo this?
Uh, kind of. Let's not. How high up did Nicholas get in this tower?
So you are 20 feet off the ground currently.
Okay. Unfortunate that they're all spread out like that. Well, as bonus action, Nicholas is going to activate Knight's Honor.
Isn't that only once per day?
It's twice per day,
Oh, okay.
which is stupid, but I love it.
Touche.
He is going to run and do a diving leap to try and land on top of this werebear.
Okay. Trying to do damage, like swinging your pike down, or rather your halberd down as you land on him,
Yes.
sort of. Okay. You're gonna make me and we'll go acrobatics. Check.
I like it.
Okay, so that is. It's a 9.
So
not
you
good.
fall, you jump and nick the little it's ramparts, whatever the wall, the like extra wall on the tower is, kind of defends you. You nick your foot on that, and you fall face first into the swamp.
Yep.
What's
Although
the
you don't
radius
take
of
fall
Knight's
damage
Honor?
because you're a werebearer.
Uh, that's DM call if that applies to falling damage.
I'm gonna say no. At least not small cases. If it's more than just a little bit, then yes.
All right. Stand up and swing.
All right, go ahead.
What's the radius of Knight's Honor for Aura?
20 feet? 30.
30 feet. Power attack. I'm not raging, but this is reckless. All right, that is a 31 and a 21 to hit.
31 definitely hits. 21 definitely hits. Go ahead and do damage.
A clean 42.
42. God damn. All right. And then you got the bears. Assuming you're done.
Yeah, we'll leave it.
Okay, so the first one is going to try to attack you. To no avail, of course, but see what happens. I'm assuming the 23 hits.
23 hits. 29 is a crit.
Oh, that's right, because you reckless, right?
Yep.
Doesn't do jack shit because they don't have magical attacks.
Yeah, it just bounces off, but
However, the wizards notice this, and next turn these things will be trying to grab you rather than attacking you. The second one will just attack you, do nothing. But at this point, I need Paul. You have the highest wisdom, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Go ahead and make me a perception check to see if you hear what the fuck is going on up here.
Would his owl be helping him with telepathic communication?
Is the owl out searching?
No.
He is specialized in proficiency with.
Yeah, that's
is
fair.
he in
Yeah.
the range of Knight's Honor?
Oh, maybe
I
ground
will
level.
say
Yeah.
yes.
So what do I roll? A D6 with that?
Yes.
Yes, because Knight's Honor isn't actually the person's choice. It's just all non-hostile creatures.
So that's 8. That's 17.
I was gonna say go and roll with advantage because you're the owl, but that's high enough already. You do hear clashing up above you. What do you do?
That's up above us.
Well, you hear it from above you.
You
Yes.
probably hear a pretty large splash as a nearly 300-pound man splashes from 20 feet into the muck.
I look around. I said, "Did anybody else hear that? I'm hearing fighting and a big swoosh."
Couple of very large roars or very loud roars.
Yeah, I definitely heard a roar. Should we go investigate?
Nah, just leave them to figure it out.
So I think what I would do is I'd probably yell down the hall because Rayon's by himself in the corner. If he hears me, he hears me. If not, and then I'd probably look at the group and say, "I think we need to go outside again."
Oh yeah, Rayon is in the corner by himself. Why?
He's got movement. He can make it.
That's fair.
Still probably gonna take me 2 turns to get out there.
Let me see how many spaces you have. 1 second.
I can move 90 feet a turn up without
It's
taking if I use my action.
I'm not worried.
going to take you 160 feet to get to the second floor. So we'll do 1 round of combat with everybody else, and then the next round of combat you'll be able to join in.
Yep. Okay.
All right. You drag 3 of you in.
Or do I got an action before I run outside?
No, this will be. We're gonna go. We're gonna do an roll. Have you guys roll initiative? You guys are gonna be joining in on the second round.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just dragging you guys in so you can roll initiative. You're still below. Who am I missing? Missing Harlan. And with summons coming up as well, or no?
I can do that. It's fine. Let me click on mine.
You guys have an extra. No, you don't have an extra D8 yet. Still.
So Bailey,
What's up?
earlier this morning she did cast Gift of Alacrity, and the cleric cast Aid. And you mentioned something before about if it's interrupted in maybe your first part of the rest, it might still linger. What do you think?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
The 8 hours I'm talking about for Gift of Alacrity and Aid, you mentioned once before that possibly if it was during the very beginning of your rest, that it might still be in effect.
This is a few hours into the night, so no.
Fair enough.
If you cast it at the very beginning when you guys got up, definitely not.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Adrian, what would you like to do?
All right, Adrian, and we're getting out like relatively close to ground level.
Yeah. It'll take you about 10 feet to get to the second level. So after that 10 feet, do whatever you want.
Oh, hey, ability checks include initiative for the pole arm.
Yeah, Bailey, do you want me to roll a single d6 or?
That
Huh.
is correct. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your d6 and modify
Nice.
it.
I need like a 3. Come on, 3.
Okay.
1.
I got a 1 as well. So
I think
I'm
he's
at a
just rolling
14.
1.
I mean that's what I rolled.
Fair enough.
We all rolled 1s.
Did you roll, Leo?
What? I thought do I get to roll?
Oh, you all roll separate dice. Yes.
Yeah, you
Oh,
all,
okay, cool.
yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
asking.
6 for me. I'm at 16.
Yeah. You're all rolling separate initiatives. So, yeah, so you all get different dice.
I just thought we were going with Sean's 1.
No. All right. Let me fix that again. All right. Adrian, go ahead.
All right.
Oh, that's huge. That initiative boost.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You use dark vision, don't you?
I do.
One moment.
We all do.
We all do except
Right.
Nicholas.
It's just the barbarian.
All right, let me reveal
What a
this.
terrible build. Who made him?
He was built for a party that didn't have a whole lot of dark vision.
I was joking. He's great.
60-foot dark vision, so I'm going to just reveal the map then.
And Adrian's casting mirror image.
As an action?
Yes. So that's his turn.
Right. Why isn't it? Oh, it's not. I don't have. I'm on the wrong setting.
Oops.
I'm not polygon reveal.
Oh boy, interesting. All right, I'm gonna. Is it my turn?
All right. Yeah, Harlequin, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Give me a second. I see more stuff. Stand by.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, Adrian got out there and was like, defense.
Fair enough.
All right. She hates these red wizards so much. She is going to enter Blade Song as a bonus action.
Okay.
She's going to enter her Smooth River Dance, which will increase her AC to 22 and grant some other bonuses. She is going to move up a little bit. And then she is going to telepathically communicate with her horse, if it is within 1 mile, to book it and come to me. Do I hear back from Clipclop?
Yes, you do hear it back.
Excellent.
In fact, it's in the general area. It will take about 2 turns to get to you.
Oh, excellent. All right, so I instruct him to hurry. There are enemies about, and her rest has been interrupted again. She is grumpy. Oh, she was going to do the potions thing, but I guess I never got a chance. That's cool. I'll just cast a spell. She is going to use a 4th level slot. This is the last of her 4ths. After this, she just has a 5th and 3 seconds and 4 firsts. And she is going to summon Greater Demon. She is going to open a rift to the abyss, and it's going to be right in front of this. You know what? I'll go over here, actually, to the left, right in front of this wizard, and I am going to summon one of my favorite demons of CR5, the Tanaruk. Zork! And he is going to appear. And at the end of my turn, he will initiate combat with that horrible red wizard. And then, so are we ground level? Like, can I just walk off of this area?
It'll take you 10 feet to get to ground level because you guys are underground currently. Outside of that, you're fine.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, she used 10 feet. She has 30 feet of movement, and I think she's just going to move up. She's going to go to the right, I think.
Just as a note, Knight's Honor will add a d6 to the Tanaruk's charisma saves if it's within range.
Oh, good to know. Well, yeah, I guess. Then again, Nicholas doesn't know anything about this creature. Maybe he thinks it's an enemy, right?
It's not about what Nicholas believes. It's about the creature's hostility.
10, 20. I am going to move this way, so if you wish to take an attack of opportunity, go ahead.
That I will. Hi there, friendo. How you doing? At 11.
It's a miss.
Darn.
And then I'm going to instruct my bat to ascend. He's going to ascend 30 feet, and I think that will be the end of my turn.
All right. Toll. Oh, wait, no, the Tanaruk.
Oh, yeah, shoot. I forgot about the Tanaruk. Here we go. He's going to make 2 great sword attacks. Red Wizard. Oh, 17 plus. Let me just see here. It's either 6 or 7.
Yeah, those are both that son.
Excellent. And it appears here, I'm just going to go like this so I can actually roll the damage here. And here we go. 9 and 12. 21 damage.
Does not appreciate that.
And I will try to maintain concentration as best as possible, and that's it.
Charisma?
Save for the Tanaruk.
Oh, right.
And then go ahead. Toll.
And he's good.
All right, so Tolv is gonna walk outside and say, "Oh shit, we got an issue here. What would a 40-foot cylinder look like? Would that get all these guys down here?"
Well, the
Is
thing around Nicholas is a 30-foot radius.
Is it a 40-foot radius or 30-foot radius?
It says 40-foot cone. No, I'm sorry. Why don't I just?
Here.
God dog it! I just stop that. Where was it? See, I thought I was all good to go, ready to go.
We had all this downtime. What were you doing?
I had all this downtime. I was like, oh.
We're waiting for Sean to do his thing.
Yeah, control water. I want control water. Where the hell is my ice storm? There it is.
Ice storm.
Oh,
Yeah, I
ice
think it
storm.
is a pretty big area.
That's a
huge.
40-foot
No,
radius.
I'm sorry. Ice storm is 20 foot.
Or not, sleet storm.
Sleet storm is what I wanted to cast.
Oh, shoot. That's huge. That's massive.
Where the hell
You can
is
get
it?
everybody.
Yeah.
Is it not on your sheet?
Ice storm.
It might not be on his sheet, but it is a Tempest Cleric domain spell, so he has it prepared.
Found it on your sheet. Took me 2 seconds.
All right. Anyway, I don't know why I can't find it.
It's a 3rd level spell. So we got 20-foot tall cylinder with a 40-foot radius center around point. So
Right.
yeah,
So-
it's slightly bigger than what's his face? Nicola.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast that, and I'm gonna see if I can knock some of these guys down and just make life kind of miserable for them at the moment.
Right, fair enough. And-
So I would get all of them, right?
Yes, it was at the beginning of their turn. First time on the turn or starts a turn there, they make the deck save. Okay.
Right. And
Yep.
then bonus actions, shillelagh.
And if they start their turn concentrating on a spell, they make a
Yep.
con save versus his spell DC.
Yes.
Something like that, Paul. Like I can't draw a full circle.
Yeah. No. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Just as long as they're in it, but as close to us as possible. I don't know if we could get. Is it possible to get this guy as well? I don't know.
Oh, probably.
But the main thing is getting these guys down here all so that way they're not attacking us. But I put it in a place where it's kind of they have to go through it to get to us, so they're going through difficult terrain.
How about something like that?
Man, that looks awesome.
Okay. Whose turn is next?
And I'm gonna get Ray out, and I'll have him. Let's go to this. Put him over here, but I'm gonna go to the middle one here and give advantage on that one.
Okay.
I'm hoping that the other one will fall. So
Fair enough. All right, and we got the zombies. We're gonna beat up on this Tanrook here.
Now it is heavily obscured, so it's kind of.
don't they have to make a deck save first because they?
Oh yeah,
prone.
and they take damage.
They don't take damage from this spell.
Oh
Yeah,
right,
there's no
right.
damage.
I'm thinking of the other one.
That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a
Yeah,
fail.
they all fail.
So,
So
and unless it has blind sight, don't think the Tanaruk has blind sight.
No.
they fall prone, they stand back up, and they're gonna beat on this Tanrook at advantage and disadvantage because we can't see each other.
Yeah, this would have comboed really well with the Barlgura.
Yeah, I was thinking him.
Blind sight.
His hit points are like half the Tanaruk, though. The Tanaruk is tough.
Yeah, Barlgura has blind sight.
All right. Well, these zombies did not come to play. We have a crit, a 19, and a 20. Do those hit the Tanrook?
The Tanaruk, my friend, is resistant to non-magical damage.
But they all hit, correct?
I think he's resistant. Let me just double check.
It's
I thought
AC
he was.
14, so yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they all hit, no problem. But
So first one, it's probably resistant. Yeah.
I don't think he is actually. I thought he was. My mistake.
I'm surprised.
He does have magic resistance. So how much total damage?
21 from these fucking zombies.
That's fine.
They did not come to mess around. God damn.
See, the Belgura would be half dead by now.
Well, no, the Barlgura would have been hit by one attack.
Oh, that's right, because of the blind sight.
All right.
But you couldn't have
ones-
known that it was going to be heavily obscured.
Right. The other set of zombies. Why am I rolling initiative? That's not what I meant Vex.
I mean, same thing.
Fair enough. What's your CVC? 17? So one of them gets knocked down, but they're just going to stand back up and kind of stay there. You're not harming you're not close enough to be harming their wizards. Yeah, and the wizards that they're protecting. Red wizards themselves really don't appreciate you throwing me in heavily obscurement. What we're going to do. Misty Step, you need to see the area, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
dash.
let's see if we get knocked over first.
Oh, you do. Oh no, you don't.
The one on the left doesn't get knocked over. The one on the right does. The one on the left will try running away from you guys until he's out of the whatchamacallit. We'll go diagonally out to about here.
All right, it is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Yes, he will be dashing.
He's dashing.
That is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And this one, on the other hand, he'll be dashing as well, but he was knocked over, so running up this way, unfortunately. His map.
Because there's just more storm behind him.
Right. Nicholas.
All right. Rage is a bonus action.
Fair enough. Oh, right. Rage. Give me 1 second. And can you mess with his token?
Yes, I can. Which of these guys did I hit?
You hit the bottom one.
Okay.
Go ahead and mark him.
Knight's Honor. Ooh, no, a 22. And a 21 to hit.
Both of those hit. Go and do damage.
All right. And yeah, we'll throw a superiority die on both of them.
Which one are you doing? Superiority. Jesus Christ.
This is. Let's see, I don't think they can be menaced.
You bloodied after the first attack.
They're distracting attacks. The next attack against that guy has advantage.
Okay. Does he have a save against it?
No.
Oh, okay.
So just a kindly
Fuck you.
55 damage.
Yeah, definitely do not appreciate that. No, 65 damage, I think. No, 55, you're right.
Yeah, 55.
Anything else for Nicholas?
No, he's good now.
Alright, I'm going to transfer your aura to the bear. Slightly larger.
It does make it slightly larger, yes.
Right. Yeah, Adrian, you notice something seems to be coming out of the ground next to you. Hi there, friendo. How you doing?
He's... Well, to be honest, he's had a rough day.
And another one, Harlequin, you do see pops up over here.
Oh.
Of course, I was on the wrong layer for
that Adrian has wrong hit points.
So we are going to hit Adrian with a couple of attacks. 2 claw attacks. Go ahead and roll to see what it hits.
Ooh.
I think that hits the mirror image the first time.
Go ahead and check real quick. But second attack.
Well, that's another one that I think exactly hits the second mirror.
And then 8 and then 11.
Okay. Third attack.
Oh, 11. Come on. Yeah.
You hit
All
3 mirror image
down.
That's a good use of the spell. Well, I guess. I mean, you could have shielded for 1 first level.
Yeah, but I can't.
Not for the mirror images, no. And then Harlequin. How are you there? How you doing? Doing good?
Come at me.
Technically, I could silvery barbs to make it try to miss the mirror image.
I pay no attention to the horrible undead next to me.
Yeah, we rolled really well for Adrian and then absolute garbage against you. Good job. Werebears. All right. The first one is going to try to grab Nicholas.
Try it.
That we shall. It's probably going to do shit, but yeah, 13.
20.
Yep. Second one is going to try to do them to do the same thing. 12. You guys are doing great with fucking +7.
Yeah, 23.
Last one needs to make a dex save. Fails, so he gets knocked over. We're going to stand back up. It's the one that hit you for hard damage last time. Well, would have been hard damage. We're going to go after Toll. How you doing there, Toll? Doing good?
Good.
All right, we're going to smack you for a crit. And then a 26.
All right. There's no. So first off, hold on. After the crit, I'm gonna give you 2d8 damage, and you're gonna move back 10 feet.
Nicholas is also going to attack him with Sentinel.
Okay.
So
dex save
six-
versus that.
yeah.
Fail.
So 7 points of damage, and you get knocked back 10 feet. So do you still have any movement left?
They have
All right,
30 feet of
so
movement.
He used
So,
half of it to stand
half
up.
of it to stand up.
No, 40 feet of movement in hybrid form. My bad.
Okay.
He is in difficult terrain.
Yeah, no, he moved his entire movement. So the second attack will go against what's his face? Nicholas, even though it doesn't do shit.
Yep, and he gets smacked for 16 more damage.
Ow.
Yeah, so what did I?
21 damage there, Toll, though.
21, right? Okay.
21.
And I need to make a concentration save, right?
Yes. That is a concentration spell, I do believe.
+4,
And you get a d6.
and I get a d6. Sorry, if I need it. I got an 11. That's 15. Do I need the d6?
You just needed a 10, so you're good.
All right. Good.
All right, Adrian.
I don't appreciate things appearing out of the ground.
I mean, you can talk to him about it, but I don't think he'll listen.
But you know what I also don't appreciate?
What's that?
Red wizards.
Touche.
So I'm going to go over here and stab a fool.
All right, go ahead.
It's 26 to hit.
That is a hit, yes.
For only
28?
28 damage.
Only 20 damage, yeah, sure, whatever.
Hey, you know, that's like...
I guess it is slightly below average, okay.
And actually, I think I'm going to... bonus action disengage. And step back.
Okay. Anything else, Adrian?
Other than noting that Laverne is like 20 feet up? No.
All right, Harley Quinn.
All right. She is going to command Bruce the Bat. I see there's a tree right over here. What I want him to do is descend into the top of the tree and just fall prone on a big, thick branch. Is that okay?
Yeah, that works.
Just trying to get him as safe as possible. And then she is going to cast a spell. She is going to move away from this stupid, silly zombie. So go ahead if you wish to take an attack.
Now we shall attempt. 26.
26 is pretty good. 26 is pretty good. I think I am going to shield. So I'm going to use one of my 4 first level slots. She has 3 remaining. Actually, you know what? My mistake. I'm going to use it out of the staff.
Oh, fair enough.
The staff of defense currently has 7 charges. I haven't used any, so I'm going to use 2 charges. I think that whole battle I never cast shield once. And then I am going to cast a spell. I am going to use Fireball. She's going to aim it in such a way to the very south where it hits the red wizard as well as all of these combatants over here. Cool?
Say it again, sorry?
Fireball.
Oh, yeah.
Fireball.
And here we go. Kaboom. Oh, shoot. Do I have a third? Let me just double check. Thought I did.
No, I don't. You have a 5th.
I have a 5th. I was saving that for something else. Okay. Interesting. You know what? I just hate these red wizards. I'm going to cast a 5th level Fireball. Do I want to cast a 5th level Fireball? Yeah, I think so. No, I'm going to save it. You know what? I'm just going to shoot this horrible, stupid zombie. Let's see. Nicholas is fighting this one down here. He looks pretty injured, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm just going to shoot him. And as a bonus action, I am going to use one of the charges in the spell storing ring for the first time. Spiritual weapon! Thanks to the cleric, she is going to summon a spiritual hammer.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to smack him with it. Here we go.
That
Did
is
it work? It worked! And there's an extra d6. And that's 16 total damage.
The d6 is only on weapon attacks.
Well, I did use it on Steelwind Strike, which is a magical weapon attack, like a magical melee attack.
So, similar vein of DM Call.
I think Steelwind Strike is still a weapon attack. You're using a weapon. This is a magical spell attack specifically.
Fair enough. 11 damage. And then I am going to start firing with my Eldritch Blast as well as hand crossbow.
All right. After the crossbow, it takes it down.
It's 10 total damage. I ignore the 4 and the elven accuracy.
Very good. You take it down.
Excellent. Well, in that case, I'm going to lob a couple of Eldritch Blasts to that wizard to the south.
All right.
Oops. 22 and a 16.
Both hits. Go ahead and do damage.
Excellent. 8.
Oh, nice.
And a 2. 10 total force damage.
All right. Anything else?
I'm going to shout over to the cleric. If you don't mind, can you turn off that magics of yours? Referring to the fog cloud or whatever you have going there.
Yes.
Is that cool?
Yep. I was planning on doing it anyway, so.
Okay, perfect. So if that's okay with you, DM, I would like to almost finish my turn. I am going to advance another 20 and then 30 and then 40. She's going after the wizard. And then as soon as that fog cloud goes down, it's going to be the Tanaruk's turn. And the reason why I was hoping to get that away as soon as possible was for him to attack. He is going after the wizard. Go ahead and make your op attacks.
That we shall.
Are those zombies prone or did they stand up?
They stood up after they got knocked prone.
Yeah, I didn't understand this spell. I don't know if I like this at all.
It's a good spell
No, it's good.
for breaking concentration.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
weren't concentrating on nothing.
17, 21, and 20. Jesus Christ, these guys
All
did
of them
not
hit.
come to mess around.
That's okay. The Tanaruk's a tank.
Another 14 damage.
Very good. And then he is going to aggressively attack. As a bonus action, he's going to use his aggressive feature, which lets him move even further. And he's going right up into his grill, and he is going to. Should I be cute? Okay, so here's a question, Bailey. If he gets knocked prone and he decides to do like a Misty Step, does he Misty Step prone?
I would say yes.
I am going to attempt to shove him. Strength contest. 21 is the number to beat. He's trying to shove him prone. Oh,
Just barely.
just barely. And then he's going to attack with advantage with his great sword. Roar!
All right, go ahead.
Oh, which one's better? The bite? Oh, the great sword is way better. 24 to hit, and here comes the damage. Or 26, I guess, to hit. Oh, it's only 9. And that will be the end of our combined turns.
All right, gonna roll the save. Toll, go ahead.
And it's been 2 turns. Does the horse come back this turn coming up with Rayon, I guess?
Yes.
Nice!
Oh, yeah, it is the second turn. My bad. Rayon, go and roll initiative.
Oh, I keep rolling 2 dice. It's actually 1 for the charisma save because this Tanaruk has magic resistance.
Yep.
So it's a 9.
Rayon, you there?
Am I allowed to play yet?
Yeah, no, I completely forgot about the second turn thing. Go ahead and roll
You
your.
chose to rest in like the
Yeah,
other
you
end
chose.
of the
Yeah,
house.
like, that's you chose
Yeah, but you
to
guys like
rest all
halfway
the-
through the like second or third turn. I'm like, okay.
This is the second turn.
the second.
I don't have a token to roll with.
Oh, let me roll on.
I can hear clip clop. He's coming. Clippity clop.
Would my
clippity
horse be
clop.
coming too? Because they'd probably be next to each other.
Yeah. Oh my god, roll 20 is being really stupid.
Do you just want me to put Rayon on the board?
There we go. With your 94 minus 8 health, apparently.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah, Adrian's health came out wrong, too. It's... Just go ahead and check to see that your token's health is correct.
I put 102.
Horse 1. And horse
Plus 1 like everybody else did.
Hey, you know, 15 means we go before the zombies.
Yeah, 15.
and before Toll. So go ahead and do your turn.
Okay, where do I pop out here?
Yeah, you'll pop out right about there. And you have, it was 160 movement. You said you could move 90 feet if you use your action, correct?
Yes. If I move my action, I move 90 feet.
So first turn, you used your action. Second turn, you stole another 70 feet to get up. And then do whatever you want after that.
So 45 is 25. So I have 25 more feet of movement, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 15. Where do I go from here? Still can't reach anything except for this guy.
I mean, I don't like that guy.
Not particularly fond of him either.
I'm more concerned with this guy.
Was it Rayon that was absolutely destroyed by these guys? I forget. Was it either Rayon or Toll?
It was me.
It was. I think it was both of them on separate instances.
Alright, we'll look at this guy. We'll go after this one because it's the only one I can go after.
Okay.
Do I have an advantage? Is there like a owl advantage here? Or?
No,
Nah,
he hasn't
not
gone
currently.
yet.
Okay, so it's just straight rolls then. Alright. That's a
There
natural
you go.
20.
Straight rolls all you need, apparently.
And 19 plus... that's a 24 to hit, second hit.
Oh yeah, both hit. No problem.
Alrighty.
Don't roll damage.
I'm not going to use that. Never mind. So that's just going to be... wow, a 1? Really? Alright, that's 23 damage.
Yeah, you get another 3 d6s.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some knights aren't. No smite there,
I only got 1 spell slot. It's the second level.
Oh, that's a sad Knight's Honor roll.
Yeah, that's a real sad
Yeah,
one.
so 7 radiant.
Hey. Anything else, Rayon?
I'm not in range to do that, so... that's it.
Alright, now go ahead, Toll.
What does this mean?
Okay.
What is 8?
Let's do something stupid. What's the weather outside?
It's a valid question.
It is.
It is storming. There are periodic lightning strikes.
There you go.
There you go. I am gonna cast Call Lightning at 5th level. And I am going to put it, I want to put it like right here, because this guy, I want to hit this guy and I want to hit this guy, right?
Don't worry about hitting Adrian. I don't think you can hurt Adrian with this.
Hold on. This is
Well-
6 this is 6d6, and I am going to channel my divinity to make it full damage.
Let's do
And I-
10s.
I think it's
Huh?
60-10 first off, but second, he is going to
Yeah.
attempt a regular counter spell. So I'm going to make my save to see, or the skill check to see if
Hold
I
on,
do.
hold on. Before you roll, let me think about this. Just thinking.
Oh. Can
Oh.
Portent be used for skill checks?
It can be used for any roll.
Yeah, I'm debating whether I want to. So if you
Do it.
roll, yeah, but I wanted to use the portent on the upcast, because then I could give him just straight 60 points of damage.
Adrian has a
but
silvery barbs,
But then you can cancel
Alright,
his counter spell
so-
and actually do something.
and I want to say that silvery barbs is more likely to reverse a save than a skill check.
So what are you saying I should do? Just
Portent on the skill check, and if he passes the save, silvery barbs.
There you go.
all right. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him the 5 on the portent.
Fair enough.
For the. All right. So
Yeah, I
now
think that's the right choice.
now I'm going to do the 60-10 right here, and I'm going to upcast it to 60, and it's 17, I believe, dex save. Call lightning, yeah, 17 dex save.
All right.
So is Adrian just outside of the thing?
Yes,
No, he's getting
failed.
hit as well, but because he's rogue,
I'm currently in the aura of protection as well, so
Yeah, you should be good.
I
Oh, a fail and a fail. Uh-oh. That's
Well,
14.
That's 14. So
You
I need
a 4.
well,
Oh,
no, I
wait.
needed a 3.
A 3. You did it.
That was a 2 on the die.
well, you burned the wizard outright. You hit the Umberhulk, the undead Umberhulk, hard. Not dead, but hard.
And he gets blown 10 feet away from me.
Oh, right, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so now,
It's a dead wizard.
yeah, it's a dead wizard. So now you're probably going to do Laverne with that Umberhold. Let me see
Yeah.
if I could move 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to, yeah, that's right. Oops, let me go. What'd you do? Right click? No. I'm just going to move over here, but I gave advantage to this guy, to the middle one, okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah, and I think that would be my turn. I don't get D6s off of that, right? Because it's not a
He's on an
attack.
attack roll. It's not a
Right,
weapon
right,
attack.
right, right.
Yeah.
All right. The Zambies. We're going to go around the Tanaruk, just dashing over to him. Hi there, Adrian. How you doing there?
Well, pretty good since I didn't have to use my reaction, actually.
Fair enough. Gonna try to smack you. 16.
Miss.
Right. The other red wizard does not appreciate the Tanaruk being right there. What we're going to do... Yeah, we're just going to say no.
I am interested in. I think. Damn it. Yeah. Okay. I am going to counterspell at 5th level.
5th level.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to counterspell at 3rd. So I'm going to roll my check first.
What's your DC that you need? 15 or something?
15. It's 10 plus the level spell. So it's
Come
a 50,
on,
50
low roll. Low roll. I don't want to waste my 5th level slot. Fuck.
Oh,
And
Damn it.
it's
Fire
Wow.
tonight,
not
dude.
close enough for me to silvery barbs that.
That is unfortunate. Bye. Have a great time.
All right, so he is prone.
Yes. So he's probably not going to get very far. But the Tanaruk doesn't get the off attack, at least.
Yep.
All right, Nicholas.
Nicholas's job is the easy one.
Hit things.
Hit things. Hit them hard.
you have advantage, by the way, to that middle one.
He has advantage anyway. I don't know
Oh,
what you're
well.
talking about.
Okay.
Ooh. Aw. Oh. Yeah. But he's going to do something cute real quick. He's actually going to step down for a little bit. Werebear can make a useless op attack if it wants to.
We're good. I think he already uses all the attack anyway. No, it was a previous turn. Never mind.
And I'm going to throw the Javelin of Lightning.
You and your javelin.
Nice.
All right, so deck saves and then the attack roll against the last guy, right?
Yep. That's not reckless, so that's a 7. I can't power attack on that, so that's a 19 on the Umber Hulk.
Definitely hits. We got some deck saves for the werebears, and the Umber Hulk does not make a deck save, or does it still?
No, the Umber Hulk just takes 31. Oh, not rage either. The Umber Hulk takes 35 damage.
Ow. Don't appreciate that.
The other two werebears failed their dex saves, so they take 20 lightning damage.
Really don't appreciate that.
And then I'm going to smack them.
Go ahead.
Actually, that was going to be a power attack. So 23 minus 4 is a 19 to hit the werebear.
Sorry? Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And as well, bonus action attack to hit the werebear,
Christ.
which crits. And that one's getting the superiority dive.
Of course it is. Jesus Christ. 33 on the first one, and what is that? 15, 23.
38 on the second one.
Holy cow. It gets bloodied on the second one. Anything else for Nicholas?
Yeah, a little thing called Action Surge.
Fair enough.
Feel Inti's pain.
22 to hit.
He gave him the
That's
weapon.
So that's
39?
39 damage, and that's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, this is why Nicholas was never going to show up and lost mine. Not a chance. Didn't even consider it.
17 is a hit and takes it out.
What did it have, like 1 hit point?
5. But yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even need to worry about what the superior dice do. Cool.
Yep.
Undead or Umber Hulks. You know what? Rayon, I really don't appreciate you smacking me around like that. We're going to come up and smack you back. First attack, 12. Second is a 9. You're doing great there, buddy. The mandibles is a 27, though.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Well, that's the one you don't want.
So that's 15 slashing. You make a DC 15 strength saving throw, re-grappled. You do have a
I'm going
D6, so you
to
succeed.
add Favor of the Gods to that.
You do have a D6 from Knight's Honor, so you're fine.
Oh, D6. Oh, never mind. I got it now.
All right. Another one. Okay. The other one, seeing these things, this massive guy just murdering the werebears, is gonna go around the building.
It also has a javelin sticking out of it.
That is true. That is true.
A-
And this last one. No, never mind. Then we got the werebears. The last one is gonna go after Told.
He's going to get hit by Nicholas's op attack. Actually, no, he was within range already. So he gets to make the attack on Nicholas, or on Tolv, and then he gets hit.
Right. 16 and 11. Good job. All right, go ahead and make your attack.
Not going to power attack it. So 27 to hit. Not doing superiority dice. Just 16 damage.
Still not bad. Then we got Adrian.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Well, just because I think I might be able to get rid of this Umber Hulk, I'm going to try to do that. $29 to hit the Umber Hulk.
That is a hit, and that is a kill, my friend. Yeah, 3 hit points.
Yep. Then I'm going to bonus action disengage. And is this difficult terrain?
No, it is not.
Just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop around to this side of Ryan.
Hiding behind the big cat, that's fair.
Yeah.
Harlequin.
All right, I am going to move the spiritual weapon, and it is going to strike against this foe.
Fair enough.
Spiritual hammer. Oh, 11.
It is a miss, my friend.
And then what?
Oh, yeah, because Harley's not in the aura, I don't think she gets the D6.
Yeah, no,
It's not a weapon attack either.
I didn't ask.
For the attack rolls, it doesn't matter if it's a weapon.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
Bruce is going to stand up, and then he is going to fly 15 feet.
Okay.
And that's his maximum movement. And then he's going to dash. He wants to get a read on where this wizard is.
Fair enough.
60-foot blind sight, all directions.
Right there.
Right there, eh?
Yep.
Okay.
Wasn't able to get far.
Right here. So 2 squares to the east of that zombie?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Harlequin's going to move up. Actually, you know what? She's going to have Clip Clop move up. And then she is going to mount the horse. Woo! Can you put the horse to the back?
Yeah, I can do that. Give me 1 second. Just going between layers. Oh, I just put it to the front.
Yeah, man, gotta get those layer hotkeys.
And the horse is moving in. Yeah, I never use the hotkeys. And then Harlequin's going to try her best to hit this horrible invisible wizard. She's going to try to hand crossbow, as well as some eldritch blasts. Or I might move up and just try to smack him.
You will have disadvantage because you can't see them, but yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm just going to try to shoot him with the hand crossbow with some eldritch blasts. Oops, I meant disadvantage. Let me roll again. So 13 for the first hit.
13.
And then I'm going to click disadvantage so that it works properly. Here we go. And then I'm going to try to eldritch blast twice.
Bad.
26 and a 17.
And I don't have a reaction for shield, so yeah, both hit.
Excellent. All right. Come on. Be good. 3 and 2. Only 5 points of damage. But he does have to make 2. I wasn't aiming for the damage. I'm trying to get his concentration busted.
Yep.
That is fair. That is very fair.
Oh yeah. And do you need to Hexblade's Curse this guy for good old
I would like to, but I believe I have to see.
I made both his con saves, so.
And that will be the almost end of my turn. I'm going to have the horse dash. So we used 60 feet of movement, and I think he's going to use 60 more feet to go back. I want to get away. And then it will be the Tanaruk's turn. And then Tanaruk is going to move up and try to hit that horrible wizard. So go ahead and make your op attacks if you wish.
Of course. 16 hits, I believe.
16 is a hit. And now that I think about it, he does have unbridled fury. So I'll take off the 2 damage. In response to being hit by a melee attack, can make 1 melee weapon attack with advantage.
Fair enough.
Go ahead. Whoever hit me, I'm going to try to hit him back.
It'll be this guy. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer.
I'll take off the 2 damage. Oh, did somebody already take off the damage? Maybe not. Great sword. 24.
Thank God you had advantage, because that's all on that one.
Yeah.
Unbridled Fury, 13. And then he's going to move away again because he's... Oh, wait. The wizard is right here, actually. He's not. He doesn't have to move away, right? And then he's going to make 2 attacks. Let me just see. I don't think they can both be greatsword. One with his bite and one with the greatsword. So here's the bite and here's the greatsword. Disadvantage, so 15 and a 17. Does that hit?
Both still hit, yes. They don't have
Nice! Excellent!
reaction.
Oh, 21 slashing, and he has to make, if he's still alive, 2 con saves.
You want to know how many hit points he had?
How much?
21.
Ah, 2!
He
Fantastic.
goes down.
And that will be the end of our combined turns. Excellent. I don't feel so bad wasting that 5th now.
All right, right on after you make your charisma save.
Okay.
Not Christmas save from you.
Oh, well, yeah, right. Here we
No,
go.
for Tanaruf, yeah.
Oh,
He
you
is
said
good.
wait, who?
The Tanaruf
Good.
had to make a charisma save.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like what? When did I have to make a Christmas save?
No, you're
Okay.
you gonna do right now.
All right.
Bolt is up.
No, Rayon is. Then I go.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Skipping my turn again. I see how it is. Can I get here or?
Yeah, you can get there. You can go into the tower. Where
Okay.
the entrance is anyway.
I gotta get here. Try to get flanking with this big guy over here.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get flanking.
Alrighty, cool. 2 attacks. Boom, boom.
Their AC is crap anyway, so.
28 and 18 plus 1d6.
Yep, both hit.
Alright. 11 and 15. 26 plus.
Right, plus 2d6.
Plus 6 radiant.
Alright.
Then, let's see.
Are you running away?
Gonna get to here. So you get attack of opportunity on me.
Your horse can trample him.
20.
That's a hit.
Ah, God damn it, it's a bite too.
23 damage, and an each
Ouch.
on save.
Cursed. Oh, no. That's okay. I think he's immune.
Constitution.
Oh, yeah, you have purity body, don't you? Is that?
Do I?
Well, a disease? I don't think it's a disease, actually, come to think of it.
I think it's a curse.
Yeah.
I don't know that he can fail the save.
No, I,
Yeah,
I can fail the save.
Oh, no. According to your rules, you can't.
Wait, no,
fail
I
the
can't.
save.
No, I can't fail the save.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't like it. A natural one, I think.
Yeah, natural one's a natural one.
But whatever.
I'll do it anyways.
I'll
There you
take
go,
20.
15.
No, you don't have to. This is Bailey rules.
Yeah, no, he could have failed the save.
Yeah,
With a plus
definitely
10.
could. If you rolled the nat 1 and then like a low d6, you could have failed. Alright, Toll.
I'm not done yet, goddamn.
Oh, sorry.
You
Yeah,
guys
no, he-
really don't want me to play tonight, do you?
No, you keep
I didn't
running
really-
away.
Oh, you're doing your
Yeah.
horse. Okay.
Oh, I gotta switch
I didn't
layers
realize you had
here.
a bonus action. Or I thought you didn't have a bonus action, but you have your horse.
Bonus action here. Then, oops, I didn't mean to grab Ray there. So 25, and I'm gonna move. 25, 40. I'm gonna move about here. Oops. Keep grabbing the wrong thing. Move about to here. Okay, go
Is
ahead.
that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Toll.
All right. So I'll let Nicholas take care of this guy, but these 3 guys are all lined up for me. So I think I will just call lightning right here, and that'll be 6d10.
They all fail. Surprisingly.
Wow. That is fucking horrible.
Dear God.
What? So that's 2, 4, 6. 6 and 9 is 15, right?
Yeah.
15 and 9 is 24. That is horrible.
I mean, you still kill them all.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the average was 33.
Yeah, the average is 30. I mean, that was 3 2s.
Oh, it's only 33? I thought it was higher than that.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna
right, 33.
I'm gonna bring Ray in and give advantage on this guy,
Okay.
and I think that'll be my turn.
All right, we got the Zambies. Hi there, Tanaruk. How you doing?
Go ahead.
I'm try smacking you a few times. 16 hits, I believe.
16, yep. AC 14.
For 5 damage.
Okay.
And you already used your reaction on your turn, so you don't get
Yep.
this turn. Red Wizards are done. They're dead. Nicholas.
Smack.
That's so revolutionary. Never would have thought.
Yeah. You know, we'll use our last superiority die for 25 damage.
Ow. Oh, he's been bloodied for a little while. I figure it out.
Another hit.
You guys watching Stranger Things at all?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Or playing D&D?
I've gotten through what's released.
So another 25? Goddamn.
Yep, another 25. How's he hanging?
Hey, it's still alive. Well, unalive.
Well, let's try to fix that. 16
16's a hit.
for another 24.
Yeah, he falls over dead.
Good God. That was 74 damage. And that
Yeah,
wasn't
this
even
game's just easy mode with Nicholas around.
Yep, did not realize how powerful Nicholas is with the Knight's Honor. And then I buffed him with the goddamn lycanthropy.
I mean, it at least makes narrative sense how Nicholas has been able to hold down this fort against these red wizards on his own for months.
Fair enough.
What do you need us for?
He's just too much. Like the last 2 combats are just all Nicholas.
He's not gonna
Yeah,
be around for long, so I think it's
He-
fine.
yeah, he'll go on his own adventure.
Anything else for Nicholas?
So is there anything still alive over here? No. Then he's going to go this way.
All right. Undead Umberhulk. Hi there, Adrian. How you doing, buddy?
I forgot he was alive.
It's like they're all running away from us.
He was on the other side of the tower. Nicholas couldn't see him.
Fair enough. Although with the amount of holes in the tower. First attack's a 19. We got 12, which is probably a miss.
Wait, who's hitting who now?
What's his face? Umberhulk.
Hitting Adrian.
I am going to use a silvery barbs. If you want to use one too, great. But I'm going to use it on that first one, the 19.
Are you in range?
I should be 60 feet.
Yep,
I
you're in
think.
range.
Yeah. She has 2 firsts remaining. Silvery barbs.
So 17, that's a miss, right?
17 is a miss.
This is a miss. Is your AC 17?
AC is 18.
And I'll grant him the advantage from silvery barbs.
Woo! Yeah, I'll silvery barbs the 24.
There you go. Teamwork.
So 14. Nice.
Because shield wouldn't have done it.
If you want to grant me advantage, that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Adrian.
Stabby stab.
Fair enough.
With Laverne's help. 29.
That's a hit.
That...
You want goddamn.
Not that much damage, actually. Just take off a 6. So
25?
call it 25.
Cool.
Because I had Knight's Honor still clicked.
Gotcha. Anything else, Adrian?
I'm going to disengage and run away.
What? Harlequin.
I will move as a bonus action the spiritual weapon 20 feet. It's coming. Oops, over here. And then she is going to move up. Clip clop will ride forth. And she's just going to blast. She likes the combination in this battle of hand crossbow. She does get advantage on this first one.
And what are you shooting at?
Just that really wounded zombie, I guess.
Okay.
And, am I in the Knight's Honor radius? It looks like it.
Yes.
Excellent. Here we go. Get some radiant damage in there. Oops. I meant advantage. Let me just roll once more because there is elven accuracy in case it is a crit. No. So 16 to hit.
Yep.
And 5 piercing plus an additional d6. So 8 total damage and a little bit of radiant in there too.
I mean, because it's radiant, he doesn't get this constitution thing.
Nice.
So he goes down.
And, I usually use Eldritch Blast, but I think I'm just going to do a... I'll just do Eldritch Blast. 2 blasts at the other zombie next to him that just survived there.
Okay.
Straight rolls, no advantage. A 17 and a 26 for a total of 10 damage to that one. And that'll be the end of my turn, and then I'm just going to have the Tanaruk wail on that north guy. 2 attacks, one with the bite.
Go ahead.
The bite is 26 to hit.
Definitely hit.
For 8 piercing.
And then the sword.
And here comes the sword. 25. Ooh, 9 slashing. And it's a 14. Oh, he made it!
+5, yeah, barely.
And that will be the end of our combined turns. I'm just going to have Bruce fly over here and just do a thorough search with the dash action with his 60-foot blind sight. And that's it.
So you actually did kill the zombie because you do have the D6.
Oh, shoot!
What's his face?
Oh, but it's a spell, though, eh?
What?
No,
No,
Tanaruk made a weapon attack.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Nice.
However, does the Tanaruk get a D6 for his con save?
The Tanaruk gets a D6 for its charisma save, yes.
Uh-oh, here comes... Okay, so he has a -1, and he is about to roll a charisma check. DC is 17. He's got a 6. He's good.
Okay. All right.
You know what? Can I actually command the Tanaruk to just run away? I think I'm going to get him to just run away, and then if the zombie wants to attack him, great. I kind of want him off the map so that when I lose control of him, it won't be an issue. 20 is a hit! Here's the retribution attack.
For 7. These zombies have been doing a ridiculous amount of damage.
Yeah, they have.
But all in the
9
wrong
plus an
places.
additional d6. Oh, 13 damage! And yeah, I'm just going to have him run away.
Okay. And then we got Rayon.
Oh, cleanup crew coming through. Actually, this guy's... Wait, is he alive or dead?
Yeah, he's alive.
He is alive, but he has
He's
Booming
on
Blade
top
on.
of a dead guy.
But he has what on?
He has Booming Blade on, so he has to move to hit anyone and
Oh,
then take 2 damage.
okay. Forget it then. I'll let this guy down here then.
Let's just clean up these guys.
I mean, unless he can reach Toll from there.
I'm sure Tolv will finish him anyways.
That is fair. With the whole lightning, probably.
Yeah.
22 and a 16.
Yep, both hits. I'd be surprised if he can't murder it on the first attack. Yeah, he's dead.
No save to stand back up. I'm just kidding.
Well, you got the radiant damage.
Yeah, I know. Alrighty. Well, head back the other direction, I guess.
Go ahead and finish your movement. Then we got Toll.
I think I'll just bring down some lightning on this guy.
Sounds good.
Bring down the hammer. He's got a javelin of lightning already in him.
This is better. This is better. So that's 10. And another 12. 22. And another 9. 31, right?
Yeah, it's 31.
31. And he gets knocked back 10 feet from me.
Just to rub it in.
Just to rub it in. And I'm going to look at him. I'm going to give him the finger like, come on, come to me, a-hole. And then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll move over here.
I would like to think you shot that lightning javelin out of your middle finger.
And so now it's the Umber Hulk's turn. Nicholas.
Nicholas's turn.
All right, and it's actually been a while since I've played a barbarian. I forget what the specific wording is on when rage ends. It
And
might.
after a minute, or you go down, I believe.
Well, it's also if I don't attack or take damage for some amount of time.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Just kill him.
Yeah. I think it's at the end of your turn if you haven't taken damage since your last turn or done the attack.
Yeah, he's gonna come here. His rage ends.
Which isn't that big a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his turn.
All right. Go and roll your the booming blade.
2d8. Oh, that's going up next level, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Along with everybody else's cantrips.
6 booming blade damage.
As he
How
takes
much-
a step, his head explodes.
Nice.
All right. You guys survived the night encounter. Not surprising, considering fucking Nicholas.
Untouched. 2 battles in a row.
Yep.
Stop bragging.
To be fair, there was an attack that would have hit you, although I think you shielded or something. Yeah, you shielded.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Did any of us other than Nicholas get hurt?
I did.
Tolv, I think.
Yeah, I got hit for
I
21.
think
I lost
Ram-
half my HP. What are you talking about? That's the only thing I did was take 2 hits.
I could have silvered barbs one of them too, I just forgot.
I am so fucking neglected this episode. My God.
Alright, well I'm gonna check the bodies. She likes to collect those books and see what
Apparently,
else there is.
Apparently, those 2 weeks were a little too long for us. We got out of the groove of it, man. Forgot about our paladin.
To be fair, I remembered. It wasn't at the beginning of the turn, but I remembered. Yep, so you got the books from the Red Wizards. Go ahead and roll me... Actually, I'll do it. Between their 2 bodies, you do find 600 gold pieces.
Whoo!
Man.
What are we at now? We must be pretty rich at this point.
No, we dumped all our money on. You dumped all your money on a knife. Don't even.
Yeah.
Well, come on, we just made a whole bunch in that vault. Remember all that coins everywhere?
That is
That was
correct.
you, which I don't even know what the
Yeah.
amount was.
I think Paul wrote it down. It was a lot.
It was 4,000 gold pieces, right?
That's all group looted right now.
Yeah, I believe everything is in the group loot.
Yeah, everything's in group loot. I think we put everything there. So
Did you put the
Whatever.
600 just from here?
not yet. I mean, I just wrote it down.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Give me a minute.
Anything interesting on these wizard books?
They probably have some bottles of silver and silver powder and
These guys don't. No,
what? These guys don't?
the silver powder and the bottles of holy water was for Magic Circle, which was specifically for the dragon, the undead dragon.
All right.
Yeah. And do these guys leave actual corpses?
Yes. Well,
Ooh.
one of them leaves an actual corpse.
Only one of them, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything spell-wise on these books that's different from the others, or is it kind of the same?
Pretty much the same.
Okay, cool.
I'm not going to make a specialized spell book for all of them.
No. If you want to throw in something,
Ooh. I bet I could cook something up to create random spell books.
So currently in group money, we have 150 gold pieces. I'm sorry, 150 platinum. I wrote down 600 gold. And then with this 600 gold, 1,200 gold, because we put a lot into that, right?
You guys write down the...
Yeah, the 4,000. I don't think I put the 4,000 from last thing in here.
So we have 5,200 gold at least plus
Yeah.
platinum.
plus some other items we've picked up.
So it means
along
we
the way.
have almost 6 grand of gold right now, just in group loot.
Yeah. And you have whatever you have.
Dude.
Sounds like a shopping spree in Waterdeep to me.
Yeah, I think that's where we're going next. I think we're going to go and visit your dad.
Yeah, I mean, what's our plan? Like, we didn't retrieve the hand as we had hoped.
Yeah, we definitely have to regroup at this point.
The swamp is still expanding, like, unless we stop that. I doubt we did. So, what does Nicholas want us to do?
Nicholas still wants us to carry the bodies of his people out of the marsh, give them a proper burial, and sink the tower beneath the waves.
Yeah, you can easily do that tomorrow. It might take all day tomorrow. But
Yeah, we gotta rest, and then once we wake up, I can turn the rogue into an ape, or I can just pulse wave it, whatever we want to do.
I mean, he's going to try first with his lovely Ring of the Ram,
Sure, go ahead.
but he'll need his sleep to do that.
All right, well, yeah, Harlequin is very grumpy because she was woken up again, so she suggests that she sets up the hut and goes to rest inside the tower.
Don't even complain.
2 nights in a row, she was interrupted.
I haven't slept in 3 days, okay?
Yeah,
You
Rayon.
want
has
somebody
become
grumpy?
a
This is a very grumpy lion right now, okay?
He's been having nightmares the past few nights.
So what do we think? Rest time?
Rest time.
Mm-hmm.
Before we rest, I would ask the cleric if he has any spare spells to put into this lovely spell storing ring.
Depends on what you want.
She really liked that hammer.
Unfortunately,
She has 4 free slots. She has 1 silvery barbs left. The rest are expended.
I have 1 4th level and 1 5th level slot.
Ooh!
Could do
What
a
kind of
fourth
4th level could you put other than the hammer?
Oh, you could do Sleet Storm.
Uh,
I like that.
I can put magic missile.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Prayer of
Wait, a
healing.
4th level magic missile?
All right, 4th level magic missile. You got me
Oh,
sold.
what
Done deal.
about spirit guardians?
I got concentration issues though. I got so many other things, but I'll definitely take the missiles if you're cool with that. And Bailey, just to confirm, like the Hexblade's curse, even though it's cast from this ring, like it'll still work, right?
Yes, because you're while it uses his like spell saves and attack rolls and all that, you're still the one that taps it.
All right, done
So,
deal.
hold on. Let's think about this for a second. I also have banishment.
No, again, concentration. The
Concentration.
missiles is good though. The missiles is good.
Okay.
Missiles is
Hexblade's curse that stacks a lot of damage.
What's that?
With Hexblade's curse, or
Yeah.
what's it?
yeah, it's
Either way.
gonna be
Cool.
6 times 4 is
Alright.
another 24 damage on top of it.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Well, do you want the 4th or the 5th level?
The 4th, I don't have room. Like I want to keep my silvery barbs in there just in case I need it.
All right. So I'm done.
Much appreciated.
I need some rest. I'm tapped out. I got one 5th level and some 1st levels.
I think everybody's pretty much tapped out. Except maybe Atron.
Adrian's not tapped out, but he's actually pretty close.
I didn't turn on spirit guardians. I felt a little weird.
Hey, you got the storm clouds. You're not going to get
Yeah,
those
I
very
know.
often.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got to do it.
You got to do it.
Yeah, I gave that a 5% chance and it happened.
Only 5?
For storming, yes. For I mean, like cloudy weather and whatnot.
Well, you know he wants it for the spell though. Like it's got to be stormy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to do is just turn it on for one round just to get those things off of us, and then I was going to turn on spirit, but and
No need. Nicholas was there. All right.
Yeah.
Do we get through the rest?
Yes, you do.
Are we leveling up?
Yes, you do level up after this fight.
Excellent.
You guys have your characters leveled up, like a level up character already, or no?
Yep, I'm good. I'm ready to go. I just got to add my hit points, which is 4 plus con 3, so 7. So I'm at 81 now.
Let's see, for Adrian,
Adrian is what? What's your con mod?
that brings him up to 80.
Nice. We're samies.
And
Volt, you're at 81 right now?
no, past 81, I think.
he should be, yeah.
Yeah, that makes
He has
sense.
better hit die than. Actually, he has the same hit die as Aiden.
It's the same hit die, but he has better constitution.
Just give me a second. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Collections, my character.
I get another
Like
sneak
you-
attack die.
Yeah, it looks like Sabre is gone for a second, so we can take a short break while you guys level up your characters as well.
Okay, sounds good. I'll be right back. And I will reveal my 2 free wizard spells in a moment.
Oh
Sounds
boy,
good.
I get 2 dice on my booming blade now because of sneak attack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And let me just make sure I don't get any spell progression. Oh, I learn a spell. Oh, crap. I didn't think about learning a spell.
Yeah, I'm at 89. Spells. Manage spells. I want to do some switching here.
Oh, that'd be an interesting idea.
Oh,
Oh no, it's an action to cast.
I get 5th level spells now.
Oh,
I just took Mass Cure Wounds.
not the perfect spell, but when you need it, it's good.
What spell?
Mass Cure Wounds.
Yeah, Master Wounds is good.
Ah,
Ooh, I get Destructive Wave.
oh, that's right. Tempest clerics get that spell.
What spell?
A destructive wave. It's a 5th level paladin spell.
Oh, huh.
So it takes, they must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 5d6 thunder as well as 5d6 radiant
Right, and it's
and be knocked prone.
each creature within 30 feet of you. Okay, interesting.
Oh, that could really be bad for you guys. It's each creature.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians is just too good.
Well, this one, Destructive Wave isn't concentration. So,
Yeah. That's when I'm surrounded and like, okay, game on. Guardian of Fate. No, I didn't take that as 4th level.
my goddamn
Oh, I guess I'm taking.
zombies have done so much damage the past couple of fights. It's hilarious.
They did some.
Not even the past couple fights, like a lot of fights in a row.
I still find it hilarious how I knocked out Hole twice with the zombies perfectly. Oh, they'll need to. Yeah, you can run away. They just need to crit you. And that's not going to happen, right? Crit. Oh well, he probably won't do enough damage to knock you out. Does max damage.
I know the DM rolls a lot of dice, so your chances of critting are, obviously, they're increased. But man, I'm telling you, if we go back to the beginning, I've gotten crit more than anybody. I think. I feel.
Maybe, but I also feel like Ryan has taken the bigger crits.
Oh yeah, no,
Possibly.
Well, he took the first crit from a giant at level 2.
Well, yeah. And that was his fault for running after.
It was entirely his fault, but
It's like, dude, what are you doing?
Your Sabre. Oh, you back, Sabre?
Yep, I'm back. What's up?
Perfect. We were just taking a short break while they were leveling up and whatnot.
Oh, we're leveling up?
Oh yeah, you leveled up. I told you last time you leveled up, it's just that you didn't get the benefit.
Oh, we had to finish the long rest first.
Long rest. So they were just finishing up like hit points and whatnot.
I have a 6th level spell slot now.
Oh, nice.
yeah, you do.
68 Spirit Guardian.
One d6? What? What kind of a crap is that?
1d6 what?
Hit dice.
Your hit dice is not a d. For sorcerer, yes.
So that's 4.
Yes.
Yeah, 4 plus your con. Are you taking a 2nd level sorcerer?
Yeah, I have to.
Have to?
Yep.
What?
I need 3rd level sorcerer.
Meta magic?
Mana magic, quick and haste.
Yep.
So I can do it so I can do that and still attack 3 times in the same turn.
That is probably more pressing than Aura of Courage.
Yep. It is.
What does Aura of Courage do?
Everyone within range cannot be frightened.
which is really necessary in this kind of campaign, but I really need my bonus action to cast haste.
The more attacks you can do in the shorter amount of time, the better. Specifically, you.
All right, I've grabbed Shadow Blade.
Oh. Shadow Blade.
I mean, I don't know how often I'm going to use it, but
Yeah, the next 3 levels for Orion are huge, because the level after this, I can quicken haste, then after that I get Aura Courage, and after that I get improved Divine Smite.
oh, also, Adrian now has a minimum stealth roll of 23.
Fuck you.
We gotta figure out what the hell we're gonna do. It seems like we got a lot of things halfway done.
Like, for instance, trying to unload this frickin' piece of crap hand somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, you guys have a hand, they have the eye. There's the people
No,
around.
we have the eye, they have the hand.
Yes.
I keep forgetting which half you guys have.
We have the half that I believe can stare into your soul. Or maybe it's the one that rips it out. I don't know.
By the way, the whole thing of Head of Vecna was false.
The head of Vecna is
It was a joke.
joke.
It's yeah. From
It's
what
a
I
joke
understood,
that KDA to Pirate Party.
it's
Yep. I actually tried to give a party the head of
TPK.
Vecna once.
was it an actual head of Vecna or was it a joke?
Oh, it was an actual head of Vecna, but you couldn't put it on because, well, you'd die first.
Right. Maybe if you're a Warforged, you could survive, but then
Here's the dumb
you have
thing.
other
Here's a
problems.
really dumb thing. Like, why do I get sorcery points, but I really can't use them?
I don't know. I really don't know.
That is so
Eh,
dumb.
You
You now have you now have 5 first level slots.
consider
I
them a
wish.
bonus spell slot.
That's what it is.
4 actually.
4 is your max. You can't go above 4.
Well,
Just count it as 5 because those
Oh.
2 sorcery points. There's nothing else you can do with it. So.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I get you.
yeah, and you can keep those temporary spell slots until you take a long rest. So
And I learned a sorcerer spell. Woohoo.
What are you thinking? Absorb
First level
elements, maybe?
sorcerer spell.
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't have to be a sorcerer spell. You could use it on your paladin
Healing
spells.
word, or
You could use it on a smite.
He learns the sorcerer
I
spell.
learned a sorcerer spell.
Oh,
I'm
that's right.
you're probably thinking what, like absorb elements or something?
It's a full spellcaster level, though, so that helps you with getting higher
Absorb
spell slots.
elements.
Yep. Why not?
Hmm.
You now what?
Or healing word, or whatever you want.
I was honestly thinking silvery barbs. Since everybody else is taking it because all the rage.
I mean, silvery barbs gets. I feel like it gets exponentially more powerful the more people have it in the party.
No, honestly, I was thinking about taking disguise self.
Sure.
So you don't have
Yeah.
this 7-foot tall lion walking around.
All right, I am ready to reveal my 2 new spells, and yes, they are of 5th level. I am going with Synaptic Static, which was very useful in that tower one-shot that Bailey was in as well, and Sabre. And that was the one that the 2 Daryls were using.
Ah, yes, the one Daryl.
The flying off.
The Flying Octopus.
The
I
one
am
Daryl and the
also
other Daryl
taking...
that got erased.
Yeah, thanks, by the way.
It had to be somebody.
You didn't even roll for it. It was just like, oh, Daryl 2, you're gone.
Oh no, I did roll for it according to the text of the artifact.
Oh, all
It's
right.
just
Well,
that the text of the artifact is stupid.
I have been swayed in my other choice of 5th level slots. I am picking Teleportation Circle. I am going to have it in her book, but she is not going to prepare it, although she will prepare Synaptic Static. And the two locations that I need to pick. Okay, here we go. When you first gain the ability to cast the spell, you learn the sigil sequence of 2 destinations on the material plane. I was thinking one be in Waterdeep. Maybe, what do you think, Bailey, like in Jarlaxle's cellar or something like that? He probably has enough money to get something like that done.
Yeah, sure.
And then the other one was in the Drow capital, Menzoberranzan, at House Bainray. She is in very good favor with the matron mother of House Bainray. They get along very well. And even though Harlequin's only half Drow, it doesn't seem to bother her because of all the other great things that Harlequin does. And then that's it. Oh, I did want to do one more thing actually in the morning. Can we go back to that other map real quick?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could show me the place on the map that you, the other place on the map.
Oh, sure. I'll do that real
Min-
quick. It's over here by Silvery Moon, wherever that is.
So specifically over here where it says Mithril Hall,
Okay,
Yeah, right there.
it's there underground.
right. Because drow. Okay, good to know. Because I had no idea where the fuck that was.
I had to look it up as well. All right, so the next morning, if Nicholas, you wanted to destroy the tower, I would like to cast a spell afterwards.
Yeah, so what Nicholas is going to do to destroy the tower, he's going to use one of his charges of Knight's Honor, and then he's going to rage, and he's going to use a Ring of the Ram to attempt to destroy the foundation of the tower.
What does raging do to help?
It gives him advantage on the roll.
Go ahead.
So, let's see, this is just 2d20s. So that's a natural 20 plus 15
Oh my
plus a
God.
d6. So that's a 37 on his attempt to magically destroy the entire tower.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. You. Where are you on the tower? Are you hitting? Are you going like below ground, hitting it, and then like trying to get out as soon as possible? Or are you hitting it from the outside?
I'm from the outside. I'm trying to knock the foundation out from under it.
Okay, so like going into the water a little bit.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You use your ring of the ring. Damn that 20. You see the little ram head or the massive ram head coming out of the ring, slam into the foundation, and just you see like one little spider or a few little spider web cracks coming out, and it goes around the building as it does crack, and you see the tower fall over and slowly sink to the swamp.
Sweet.
I'm assuming after you get all the bodies out, by the way.
Yeah. All right. Now that this place has been laid to rest, let's see to the others.
So we gather the bodies, we bring them out, obviously, of the tower before we explode it. And then just before we depart, Harlequin would like to just take a couple of rounds, and she would like to approach the body of this corpse of the Red Wizard to the south.
Okay.
She is going to cast a spell. Well, first she is going to enter Blade Song. So she is going to use one of her 4 uses of Blade Song. And the reason why she is doing this is because she is casting a little bit of a risky spell. Get your demon name generator ready.
I already have it ready.
She is going to cast Summon Greater Demon. But instead of a 5th level, or pardon me, CR5, she is going CR4, and directly next to the corpse, she is going to conjure a Dabook. A Dabook is a very interesting creature. It actually doesn't look like that in its natural form. It's kind of a jellyfish, is the way it's described when I did my research on this creature. It is a demon. It is not undead. However, I am going to ask it its true name, or command it to tell me its true name right off the hop.
Its true name is Aircough.
All right, I can live with that. Aircoth. So I got Aircoth, I got Karzag, and a few others, including Bag, B-A-G. The Dabook is an interesting demon that has a very interesting feature. And it is a true corpse, right? Like that undead, or that red wizard, this one? Bailey?
Yes. Am I
It
muted?
is going to possess corpse. Now I'm going to kind of put you on the spot here, but the Dabook disappears into an intact corpse within 5 feet of it. The corpse must be large or smaller, beast or humanoid. The Dabook is now effectively possessed of the creature. Its type now becomes undead, though it now looks alive. It gains a number of temp bits, blah, 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 blah. It retains everything, including its hit points, alignment, blah, blah, blah.
It gets to make a save before it does this because you needed to learn its true name.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Come to think of it, that's on round 2 that it's going to do the possession. So you're right. Let me do the save. Stand by.
I believe it's
DC 17? Uh-oh. I am going to use Silvery Barbs, one of my 5 first level slots. I am going to... Do you want me to re-roll or just take the 9?
No, reroll.
Very good. Here we go. Come on, be a low number. There we go. Success! And then it's going to disappear into the corpse. It otherwise uses the possessed target's game statistics, including knowledge and proficiencies. I am going to open a telepathic link as the corpse rises of this red wizard, and I am going to command the Dabook to tell me as much as it can before the end of its turn about what the wizard knew in regards to this swamp expanding.
Okay, interesting. So, the swamp, due to the fact that he's actually a body there, he isn't as high up in the ranks as like the other ones where they're sending some simulacrums out, right?
Sure.
But what he does know about the swamp expanding, it's not due to the red wizards. It's due to some creature that is underneath from what he understands, it's underneath the Mirror of Dead Men. And they're trying to awaken/control it.
Okay. The red wizards are trying to do that.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the end of the Dabook's turn. So again, I need to roll another charisma save.
Yep.
It is magic resistance, so it's the first number, right? So
Yeah.
it's just a flat roll because I know its true name. 17 or lower? Uh-oh. That's another spell slot burned. I need to do a Silvery Barbs. I have 3 firsts remaining.
This is possibly the most interesting use of the
Yep.
spell that I've ever seen.
Like,
Oh,
of
here
all
we
the
go.
spells.
Now this thing has a +2 to its charisma. Come on, low roll. Oh, fuck.
Nope.
All right, so it is alive, it is hostile, and it's coming at me.
As a
turns,
possessed red wizard, mind you.
Yes.
It does not get spell casting. Or it doesn't get the wizard's spell casting. It only gets its own.
Yeah.
Still use
Yeah.
the wizard spell slots though.
It doesn't gain any class features.
I think it specifically does.
No, it gains
not
no.
class features, gains
Okay.
knowledge proficiencies. Okay.
But it does get all of the red wizard's hit points.
And it was D6 turns, correct?
Correct, because I am breaking concentration as soon as I see that it is no longer under my control.
Right. All right. Let's see what damage this thing can do. So I'm not gonna bother too much with the fight because I did roll a 1 and he cannot do like any damage.
Oh, 1, excellent. Okay, cool.
But yeah, he does go back and the red wizard body falls.
Interesting. Okay, we got some intel. I am going to relay to the group what I have been told from this creature, and I will see what everybody thinks. What should we do?
I think this changes where we need to go next.
Does it? What,
Yeah,
what
we
do
don't
we
know
even
where to
do
go.
about it?
Well, if they're any time they have control of like some sort of like geographical like location stuff, I mean, I think that's probably a bad thing. We probably need to, I don't know, like get back or something.
Yeah,
Or
it can't be a good thing.
grab it away from them or something.
But where?
Yeah.
Where?
The swamp's too big. Like, it's just too big. We could just take the bodies like Nicholas had requested to outside the swamp and head towards maybe Waterdeep and then see if we can get some more intel.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, we need
Or
to
we
figure
can
out-
send out some scouts, you know what I mean? Like, I can polymorph someone into a flying dinosaur, for example.
Even then, the Mirror of Deadmen is quite large.
Yeah, it's too big.
You want me to bring you to the world map?
Yeah.
Yeah, zooming all the way in.
Yep. Yeah, I mean we're close to the edge anyways. Let's just go.
Well, that's the official edge. It is another 10 miles off of that, expanded.
Yeah.
Do we know where they're controlling it or no?
Maybe if the Dybbuk had stuck around a little longer.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it under control.
Do we know what Thornhold is?
Thornhold? That's probably a military fort of some kind.
Did it seem like when he was telling me about their plan to get that creature under control, did it sound like he might know where specifically underneath?
He didn't even know what the creature was. He was one of the lower wizards. due to the fact that he didn't have a simulacrum, you can kind of figure that out. So he did, all he's heard was from down the chain that they were trying to control some creature. What you could assume is that it's deeper into the Mirror of Dead Men rather than out on the edge, where you essentially are.
Presumably.
All right, what do we want to do?
Sorry, I'm just looking at Thornhold right now. You guys
Yeah,
are
and
figuring it out.
it's a dwarven keep that serves as a way stop on the high road.
If it's
Maybe we
still
can get-
if it's still there, I mean.
Maybe we can get a meal and an inn. Who knows? Maybe they can sell some of the components required for it. Teleportation Circle. It requires a 50 GP worth of chalks and inks infused with precious gems.
Which we definitely do not have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's owned by the Margaster family. Oh, I love the Margaster family. They're horrible.
Didn't
They're
we
not the ones on the
last
cover of
campaign?
Dragon Heist, are they?
No, they're the people that were working with the bad guys in Storm King's Thunder.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought I recognized the name.
Oh, yep. Okay. Yeah, that tracks.
And then we bought the expensive bottle of wine.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys do?
Oh boy, I don't know.
I try to exit the swamp. It's probably safer not being in the swamp.
What? What makes you say that?
Well, I'm going to assume we're out of the swamp, burying the bodies after this fact, deciding what we're doing.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Okay.
No more surprise. We're in another combat.
We have to finish
Nicholas
something.
knows what Nicholas wants to do.
I
And
mean,
Nicholas wants to go to Waterdeep.
Which means we have to go by a Thornhold.
Nicholas wants to go to Waterdeep or Neverwinter, because he has a friend in Neverwinter. A friend. Kind of. Rocky relationship.
Well, it's going to take us, 10 days to get to Waterdeep?
do about 40 miles a day because of the horses.
Oh, yeah, 40 miles
40
a day. So we're looking at, never mind, 5.5 days.
5, yeah.
All right, well, I think we're going to go back to where we left the cart. We're going to bring the bodies. We'll find a place that is suitable to Nicholas's liking, and we will bury the bodies, and we'll make our way down the road.
Alright. Between getting out the Mirror of Dead Men and burying the bodies and whatnot, it's going to take you 6 days to get to Waterdeep. And just quick.
6 days is a lot of downtime. Would I be able to maybe start to make a scroll during that time?
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, you guys can make some scrolls.
Nicholas is using his cartography skills to update the map on the Mirror of Dead Men.
And meanwhile, Ryan is driving the cart and intentionally hitting all the bumps on the way to shake everybody's
Just about to
handwriting.
say, now that Zostu isn't being a prick with them, but
Exactly.
now fucking Rayon is.
Adrian is probably just gonna be lookout. He'll ride up in the front with Ryan, try to learn how to ride a horse.
Well, see, it's easy with my very strong thighs here.
We'll say, in that case, Rayon, go and roll me a percentile, real quick.
Oh, God. A percentile, huh?
Yep.
Did I seriously roll a 100?
That's either really good or terrible.
Did I seriously roll a
You
100?
rolled a 100, not a D100.
Oh, I didn't hit D.
Oh.
I'm sorry. 27.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
there
like,
you
wait,
go.
what? Did I really roll 100?
Yeah, there you go.
And 5 fire dragons come out of nowhere for D100.
Fucking right or not right. Nicholas could take care of him, no problem.
Well, that's right. Nicholas is still with us, isn't he?
For now.
Wait, he's going to Waterdeep, so yeah, we'll go to Waterdeep too. Why not? We'll keep easy mode on.
You guys do end up getting to Waterdeep without too many issues.
Hey, 27's good.
Go ahead. So, what scrolls are you guys crafting, Paul? And
I would be interested in expending some time and some gold. If shoot, how much is a second level standby? I think a second level is like 200. Because I would like to do a second level. It takes 3 days, and she is going to attempt to. She's gonna unlearn or unprepare, I should say, Pulse Wave, and instead, for the time being during the travel, she is going to use Fortune's Favor. It's a second level spell. It does require a pearl, which is consumed. I have a pearl, and the group has a pearl. So if the group is okay, I would like to use that pearl that is actually from Lost Mines of Phandelver, actually. And I would like to make this scroll. Can I do this?
yeah, it's a 1 hour luck die. Nice.
So it's 250 gold, and it takes 3 days, and I need to borrow some money from the group loot.
Yep.
That is all.
Told,
Okay.
did you want to build something too, or?
Are you
No,
just doing
I-
one scroll or are you doing two?
Just one.
And
Yeah,
Told, what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Because didn't we say we couldn't do bless, right?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Somebody has to concentrate on it, but I mean, I think you and Sabre are the only ones that can pass it.
What is this?
Bless.
I do not have that prepared, so.
Well, he has to have Arcana. It wouldn't work for Rayon anyways.
Well, no, Ryan could cast it because it's on his spell list.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Oh, sure, but he can't make a scroll is what I'm saying. Like, he can put it in the ring of spell storing if he wants, but my ring is full.
If Paul makes the scroll, Rayon could use it.
Sure, that's true. Yeah, I see what you mean.
I don't think it'd be worth it because, let's say he's gonna have to use an action to cast it.
He's not going to cast it anyways, guys. Come on.
Right. He's not gonna. And not only that, he's a front line. He's gonna get knocked. It's gonna go down.
No, I'm going to be casting haste, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. I would be interested in Bless, though, in the ring at some point, because I do have a plan for someone else to concentrate on it. All right, let's go.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and make me a particle roll, Sean.
Oh, yeah. Do I get disadvantage for the bumpy ride?
No.
And what attribute? Intelligence?
Yeah, I'd say intelligence.
20.
Wow.
Thank God you didn't have disadvantage.
Natural 1.
So,
Now
yeah,
that-
you do... Sorry, go ahead, Paul.
I was gonna say that's good port rolls right there.
That would be good Portent rolls. 17 and a 1.
Yeah. that would be
You
good.
know, I think it's funnier if he if he's like drawing a perfect map, and then about halfway through, we hit a big rock and his pen goes through the paper.
That would be pretty fucking funny. But you do make a pretty good map. You do map out that basically the high road around the Mirror of Death is now gone. Out to and the surrounding land just pretty much fallen into it about between 10 to 12 miles at some parts. From what
How's
you can see.
Thornhold doing?
You pass by Thornhold, and they are a little bit further from the Mirror of Deadmen than the high road. Like Mirror of Deadmen is there, so you got a few miles before it hits Thornhold. Although they definitely have noticed that something is going on. It's also still inhabited.
Do we want to stop at Thornhole, or just gonna skip by and keep going?
Up to you guys.
It depends on the time of day we get there. Like if it's end of day, then for sure Harlequin would like to spend a few gold to spend the night.
So
Yeah, you guys would be getting there around dusk.
How much gold did you want us to take off for the meal and lodging?
Depends on what like type of lodging you're getting. Just a regular room, or
Sure.
then like 2 gold pieces between meals and the lodging.
A piece, or
I will take it off my 45 gold. I have 43 gold remaining.
You guys head over to Waterdeep, and things are slightly different in Waterdeep. When you guys first get there, you guys are checked at the gates, and actually, who has the highest insight?
Again, Paul.
Probably
Yeah.
Paul.
yeah,
probably the cleric.
Does he have do you have proficiency? If
I
so,
do.
then yes.
Idiota.
Does somebody else have proficiency?
Both of my characters do.
Well, whoever
you
has the
like?
highest, go and roll me insight.
With advantage because of help, or
Oh yeah.
24.
Okay, so they're checking you at the gate, and they seem to be more thorough in their search than normal. They're checking bags, just making sure that they don't miss anything, and it seems as if they're paranoid. Like something's been going on, and they're just doing what they can to make sure that they keep
Are
anything
these
else from getting in.
are these Lord Alliance peeps, or are they specifically Waterdeep like guards?
This is going to be Waterdeep guards. Lord's Alliance is going to be more in the city.
Well, Toll will speak up and ask, "What's going on?" With the thorough searches. Not that I have anything to hide.
We've just been we've been asked to do more thorough searches, just make sure that people aren't, smuggling weird things in.
Has there been trouble or
Roll me persuasion.
persuasion?
Yeah, I'm not digging the full cavity search here
Yeah.
on my fluffy buns.
It should be noted that the box containing the Eye of Vecna is on Ryon's person and not in a bag of holding.
Yeah, it's inside my bedroll.
Let's see. Persuasion, I have a -2, so that's a 13. Why am I doing the talk?
Because you were the one that
Why are
recognized.
you
You're the one that saw this shit was going down.
Doesn't really say. Just like from higher ups, they wanted us to do more thorough searches. And Rayon, is anybody gonna try to hide anything? First off,
If they get near it, I'm gonna just put my big paw in it and be like, "This is Lord's Alliance business."
I mean, Adrian's hiding a couple of his sets of tools, like his thieves' tools, but
I mean, you have your boot.
no, Harley has a boot.
Oh,
My boots are
that's
magical.
right. Yours is magical.
Paul and I both have the boots.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I don't have really anything in mind, so I don't.
Go ahead and roll me sleight of hand, Sean, and get the saber in a second.
Yeah, plenty.
Oh yeah,
22.
you're able to pocket it way before they find it without them noticing. And Rayon. So, at what point are you saying that it's the Lord's Alliance business? When they try to search your bag, or when they find the box?
When they find the box.
How?
Or really when they go to try to open the bedroll, I'm gonna put my hand on it to stop them.
Because if they touch the box, they might die.
Yeah, and that might not be by the box's choice. That'd be by my choice, actually.
We're supposed to be checking everything. What exactly is the Lord's Alliance business?
None of yours. This is effectively Lord's Alliance business.
Hey, Ryan, can you roll persuasion for me?
For you? I'm
Yes,
going
because
for intimidation here.
I want to see how Nicholas reacts to you using the Lord's Alliance name like this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Nicholas.
23.
Yeah, Nicholas will come over to try and help and say, what seems to be the problem here?
They're trying to check the special package for the for our buyer here. Or person of interest, I should say, not buyer. Person of interest.
Ah. Well, boys, I applaud the thoroughness. But you have my word as Nicholas the Dragonheart that nothing will come of this box, of this package.
In 1 second, I'm just reading up the Lord's Alliance and Waterdeep here.
Did I cast Ball Lightning? What was that all about?
Well, it's not storming, so. Roll me persuasion, Nicholas.
With
Okay,
advantage,
and
or
Yeah, I'd say with advantage.
yeah, because he is the regional commander of the Lord's Alliance.
bro?
Good at this.
You have a 0? That is not helpful.
Listen, I never said Nicholas was going to help. I said he was going to try to help. I mean, he's got to balance out all the pros somehow with a couple cons.
Yeah, just like Rayon and his intelligence. Or his base
It's
intelligence,
19? Okay, I was going to
base
say.
intelligence. Okay, I mean, he does recognize you, or rather the name. He turns to his buddy that's also helping him search. Have them stay here. I'm gonna be right back. You're gonna get basically the checkpoint commander, essentially.
Hmm.
After about 10-15 minutes, you see him coming back, and then there's another man with them. He's got better armor, he's in plate rather than in like chainmail. Walks up to you guys. So, and he specifically has a Lord's Alliance emblem. What do you want to call it? On his armor as well. So, what is going on here exactly? My friend here tells me that there may be a problem.
What rank is this
Oh,
guy?
this is all
This guy's higher than us,
misunderstanding.
right?
Oh,
Or is
Uh,
this?
this
Are
is
we still
all-
dealing with City Watch people?
Are we dealing with
So-
these City Watch people still? Okay.
The
This is-
city, the physical guards are City Watch people, but basically the commander of this specific garrison is Lord's Alliance.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
I'll let the Lord's Alliance people talk to him then.
Yeah.
You're more recognizable here than I am, so.
Commander of the garrison. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. May I have your name?
Nicholas of West Harbor.
Kind of. He definitely does recognize the name. You can kind of see his eyes kind of like widens them a little bit, like, oh wow, holy shit. And what may be the problem that's going on here?
These people who have escorted from up the high road have a package that they are carrying. It is, to my understanding, quite volatile, but these people are also. I trust them. I trust this one anyway, who carries the package himself. And I gesture to Ryan and his Lord's Alliance emblem.
Ryan, you're Nari, sir.
Said you came from up the high road, and from what I understand, something's been going on. Where are you guys from? Where have you guys come from?
Well, we come from actually Fendelver area, actually.
Where have you guys come from? Like you said, you're coming down from the high road.
Fendelver.
Yeah, that statement still applies.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, you're right. He widens his eyes and is like, the high road friend from Delver is gone. Is it not?
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yes.
yes. He can explain better for that one.
Don't know why. Swamp's growing. I went out a little while back to evacuate the town of West Harbor. Unfortunately, there were no survivors.
Or at least you're the only one left.
Well, I'm sorry to hear for your loss. What, if you don't mind me asking, how volatile is said package?
How much have you guys shared with Nicholas?
Not much.
Not much.
He did hear that they were looking for the hand of Vecna from Ketvia.
I was gonna say that fight. He probably heard the name, and can we have him roll intelligence to see if we put 2 and 2 together?
Yeah, sure. He's gotten +0.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry, -1.
Even better.
I mean,
Nope. Don't know shit.
I'm not totally sure, but if I had to venture a guess, it might be something that would concern even the likes of Lord Neverimber.
Can I here, sir? Can I talk to you for a minute off to the side, sir?
To
Are you
Uh,
talking to Nicholas or?
No,
Yeah,
no,
to Nick.
the guy who's essentially stopping us. The Lord Alliance guy that came up.
Yes, go ahead.
That's just him
Or
and me. I just want to get out of your shot.
sure. Take a like just a few steps away, or like a separate room.
Just a few steps away, where we're out of your shot.
Oh, you don't want to get a separate room with this guy? You're no fun.
I could probably beat him anyways. Um, so, sir, I just want to ask. We noticed that you guys have increased security around here, right?
Yes.
Is it because of them like red wizard folks?
How much do you know about the Red Wizards?
Uh, honestly, sir, a lot.
You know how to kill him.
Yes, we have had several issues, more on the political side. Doesn't hurt to increase security to make sure that they're not bringing that people aren't bringing stuff in that they shouldn't be.
Is he fidgeting at all?
I mean, he's straight up. You guys are with Nicholas.
I'm just making sure this guy's not in disguise or something.
Oh, okay. So like, not this guy's
He's
self or
passing
anything.
himself off as a officer, like somebody replaced him or something.
How would you like to try to figure out? He doesn't seem to be fidgeting. Or rather, roll me insight.
Insight or investigation? I'm kind of looking him up and down.
Insight if you're trying to see if he's fidgeting. Investigation if you're trying to tell if he's not himself. If
I'm
you know what I
mostly
mean.
trying to tell if he's really him, so investigation, really.
Okay, so investigation then.
I don't even know what I rolled. 15's not bad.
You see, there doesn't seem to be any tomfoolery. There's no like shimmer or anything like that.
Honestly, sir, they're looking for me. And us in general.
Interesting.
I wasn't lying when I said it was, our business.
Right. Because of said package?
Something like that.
Okay. In that case, in that case, you guys are able to go in. However, if you have, if they're looking for you, it might not be the best idea to, be walking around as yourselves. Do you have any disguises or anything? Anything to
God damn it, I
hide your face?
almost picked that fucking spell. I almost picked it too.
You can just pick it if you want. It's not too late.
Well, going into a town, I would have picked it.
What'd you pick instead?
Featherfall.
Oh, that's good. That's perfectly good.
Yeah, I know, exactly. More
Okay.
utilitarian, because anytime I use a spell, it's going to be used for spiting. So this will be for
Queen is
utilitarian.
very bored with these city guards. As we walk past them, do they let us go?
Can you charm them or something? You're hardly.
She's gonna give one of them a dirty look, like, "Oh, you wasted our time."
He hasn't quite waved you on yet. He's still talking with Rayon.
Okay.
But like he has given the go ahead, but he hasn't like waved the way to the guards to let you go. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Nicholas is, meanwhile, giving the standard guards some pointers for their weapons.
Their pole arms.
But you specific like we can give that everybody else cloaks and they should be fine. However, you specifically are very noticeable.
I like to take advantage of my abilities, thank you.
I mean, I can give him a potion of invisibility if that will help.
I mean, if you guys want to walk, if you want to travel like this,
If you
not my business,
give Ryan a potion of invisibility, he's just gonna keep waving his paw in front of his face, seeing if he can see it.
Well, I mean, nobody else will see that.
Exactly. That's the point.
It lasts for an hour, so we can probably get to where we want to go.
Could also ask for Lord's Alliance protection.
Get an escort, but that's gonna draw a lot of attention. But then again, nobody's gonna mess with that.
I mean, they did blow up a tavern trying to get. Come on, specifically.
Was that in Neverwinter or was that in Waterdeep that happened?
I was here in Waterdeep.
Oh,
was
okay.
here.
So we already left our
They
mark
blew-
here.
They blew up the yawning portal.
Do they remember
Yeah.
us blowing up the? Oh, no, we didn't blow it up. Other people did. But
Yes.
That is a good question.
do they remember us from like I don't know what was that 3 weeks ago?
Oh, that was probably a different group of guards. I mean, it's a big
A
city.
month
It
ago.
was over a month ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
All
we
right,
should have
well-
just showed him the eye and said it was like a aesthetic eye for a rich merchant.
Maybe.
I'll give Rayon the potion of invisibility, and we'll lift our cloaks, and we'll ask him if that's sufficient.
You guys can go however you want. It was just a suggestion.
All right.
Yeah, subterfuge would be better, but we need to get to a secure location here.
I will
Yeah.
take off the potion. It is yours. Paul, do you know what kind of potions that we're holding? Like, I know I have a potion of some type of healing, and it's better than basic.
You have greater, I believe.
Yeah.
Greater? Who has the other one?
Adrian.
I do.
Oh, you have it.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I have a different potion.
Yeah, you
And
have.
those things go on your. I don't keep track of that. When I
We're the two that can't heal, so we get the potions of health.
Yeah.
So we're obviously right up there. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
All right. So, are you taking the potion or no?
Yeah, just to try to get to where we need to get to in this town.
I mean, Adrian can just cast the spell.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. No, I'm going to
Oh.
put the potion back on my list.
Yeah, I was just worried about you casting something in front of other people. That was just my only concern.
That's
Ah.
fine. We're wizards and stuff.
I'll also cast Disguise Self on Adrian.
Okay, fair enough. Or it's just, this guy's self isn't concentration, right?
Nope, it is
Nope.
not.
It is not actually, which is kind of crazy. Which is why it's so awesome for warlocks.
Right. Go ahead and everybody except for the cat, roll me a stealth check. I'll take the average of that.
Oh, finally! I do have proficiency from bounty hunter background. I haven't used stealth once. Here we go.
You haven't needed to.
Yeah, we haven't been
15!
Oh.
exactly doing some covert missions here.
Shit. Do I need to roll for Nicholas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this is
Okay,
terrible.
Now, Nicholas does not get disadvantage because he has a talent for that.
What'd you get, Paul?
I got an 8.
Nicholas gets a 19.
Thank God he doesn't have disadvantage.
I got disadvantage, so I got an 8.
Hmm.
That's not a terrible
16's not bad, actually, considering it's a group wide.
Yeah, no, it's not. Okay.
Just
Also,
for the hell of it, I
that-
just want to see what it is.
That roll from Adrian was the first
16.
instance of reliable talent. It rolled a 6 and then automatically turned it into a 10.
Well, Ryan, they had advantage. He rolled a 16, so that's right on par.
Yep.
So no change.
Alright. And where are you guys exactly going here in Waterdeep?
Well, Lord Alliance knows that we have a certain package, and we really need to offload this thing somewhere safe.
Right.
So our options right now are under Lord's Alliance protection, a Zentarum safehold, which I doubt the rest of you would agree to, or Jarlaxle's house.
Jarlaxle's my vote.
Oh, really? You don't say.
Daddy, do you have a present for me?
Well, Paul,
Christ.
it's up to you, really. It's your choice on what we do with this thing.
I think we have a vote going one
Yeah.
each way so far.
Yeah, Paul's the
Actually,
deciding
I think-
vote.
I think Nicholas is probably going to break away from the group.
Okay.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
I don't.
He's not going to go with them to drop off the item.
No,
No.
he's leaving the group for party balancing purposes. Really, that's why he's leaving.
Really,
agree.
yes. But also,
Get him out of here.
Nicholas needs to be brought up to speed on what's happened in his city under his watch in the last 2 months.
You think?
He's probably going to spend the rest of the campaign here pressing a political charge against the Red Wizards.
That's not a bad thing.
That's another one of your characters going to court.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone went to hell court.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. D&D legal system, everybody. What you got, Paul?
Well, not Zentarum. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure about Jirax's house. What's the? Should we just keep it?
Yeah, no, I'm down with keeping it for sure.
Yeah, it's just.
Till we find something we could all agree on.
That is the fourth option, really. Is
I
keep
mean,
dragging this
one-
thing around and keep getting attacked constantly.
Can we launch it into space? Well, if we leave it with somebody, they're just going to get attacked.
This is not Spelljammer, bro.
There is supposed to be a Spelljammer somewhere around the Yawning Portal, but it doesn't work. Or rather, none of our characters would know how to make it work.
All right, well, yeah, let's keep the eye. She wants to keep the eye, actually, but she does want to go to Jarlaxle's for some more information and see what he's got to say.
Honestly, the only person that could probably figure out this Spelljammer would be Therese.
We'll tell him that we went to Silvery Moon just like he wanted. We went to the library. We did a whole bunch of other stuff. Still no hand. So see what he says.
Well, we went to where we thought the hand was, and apparently wasn't there, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't there, was already gone.
And then she
Nicholas-
wants to go shopping.
Nicholas considers briefly reuniting his old party, but then thinks twice about getting ancient red dragons involved.
Hey, we gotta make a living somehow.
Who's the one with the ancient red dragon? What?
Me.
Therese
Therese.
Oh, yeah, you're right, with his new company.
is working for an ancient red dragon.
That's right, now he is.
Yeah, I'm like the pseudo-captain... Am I the captain of the boat now?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know about that. Maybe.
Maybe. And I don't know that getting Zastu involved is any better. Mate, if the only person I think he'd be willing to call in is Zane.
Oh, where's Zane right now?
Zane is doing Zane.
Good description, thanks.
All right,
No
cool. moving on.
problem.
Yeah. The previous party, one of them is literally on a fucking other planet, or dimension, rather.
Maybe Zane came with the Warforged so he can make more tacos.
Yeah,
Woohoo!
Zane is on a food quest for
Oh,
the tacos.
Zane is like halfway across the world.
Gotta eat 'em all.
And he still can't find one as good as Dread make.
All right.
All right, let's
Well-
proceed.
All right. Well, I guess we are heading to Jaraxxil's, or we're checking in at the
Well, I'd be
Lord's
calling
Alliance. We got those two
here
things we
at
gotta do.
I'd be calling it here at this point. I was just more so wondering what you guys were planning on doing with the eye. That way I could plan better.
Oh, I think we're keeping it. Yeah. I mean, unless anybody has any objections, Harlequin definitely wants
no,
to.
we're definitely keeping it in our possession. It's just,
Yeah.
where are we sleeping tonight?
Where is the eye? Did someone take it outside the box? It's in. Is it
No.
still in the bedroll?
No. It's still in the bedroll in the box. It's just that the guy in charge of the Lord Alliance, at least in this area of the town, knows that we have a special item that the Red Wizards are dying to look for, and that's all they really know. They don't
you're
know
still
what the
holding on
item
to it,
is.
right?
They just know the Red Wizards wants my booty.
But it is on your person, right?
Yes, it's still in my person.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Maybe Jaraxxil has maybe he has a clue on where these guys hang out at. You know, I'd like to pay them a visit instead of them always paying us a visit.
Yeah, maybe they have a stronghold inside the city somewhere, and maybe he knows something about the swamp.
Yeah, we need to know where these Red Wizards like main hideout, or whoever their regional commander, for lack of a better term, is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like we know they're based out of Thay, but they must have a whatchamacallit, like a hideout within the city somewhere. And if anybody knows about it, it would either be the Zentarum or Jarlaxle.
Yeah, some sort
That's
of
fair.
what's the word I'm looking for? When you're from another nation, you're like ambassador. Unless there's some sort of like ambassador envoy or something for this area.
Forward operations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should. Which of us do you think is best to find a hideout in the city?
Probably the one who's
Definitely-
talking, or Jaraxxil.
It's either going to be the Centaur or Jorlax. We're going to find out where
Definitely not the Lord's Alliance, so they would have taken it out by now.
So I say we.
Well,
I
I
say we
mean,
go to Jaraxxil. Let's go
problem
to.
sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, Paul, you go ahead. Seriously.
No, I was going to say I think we should probably go to Jaraxxil.
I agree.
I feel more safer there because I know he's a crook, and I know his motivation. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I don't.
Adrian hasn't even fully
Santorum.
told the Zentarum what's going on yet.
Because he's a criminal. That's why we're going there. Okay.
I
was gonna say because he's family, like Dom from Fast and Furious, but hey, okay.
Well, Jarlaxle, just as a warning, I mean, she does tell the group that she's not 100% sure what his stake in this whole thing is. Just to be clear.
Even
That's what
though
I'm
he's your
saying.
daddy.
Is at least we know what his motivation is. It's for him, right? Whereas
it probably
these other factions, they have the group think, and you just never know where they're going to come from. So
for sure. And Harlequin's kind of the same way. She's in it for herself as well.
I mean,
that's why I was saying Lord
ultimately,
Alliance doesn't
the
have
Zentarum-
extra agendas. That's the thing.
ultimately the Zentarum is Manchun, and Manchun he's all about himself.
He's got that Infinity Stone gauntlet on the cover of Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
great.
Yeah, he does.
He's also
All right,
a
well,
high-level wizard.
I think I'm probably gonna sign out, but that's what I think we're gonna do there.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
planning out our next adventure for Bailey so he can be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and we want to
Bailey-
go shopping. We want to go shopping.
Oh, shopping.
We
I
wanna
need.
go-
I need a diamond because of Revivify. By the way,
I need everything, just everything.
You don't have any money to buy anything.
I want all the money.
No.
Maybe during the week we'll figure out what our shopping
We're
list.
gonna
We also
go.
need.
We
Ask
also
Daddy
need
for your
to
money.
Divvy up the loot.
Let's
we-
start next session with Jarlaxle, then
Yeah.
shopping.
Intel.
And-
We need intel. We need some sort of intel.
Yeah, we
to
need the
figure out
intelligence.
stuff.
That's the big thing. Yeah.
And Adrian's probably gonna go off and start reporting some things to the Zentarum.
Fair enough. And Bailey, there was this golden draconic statue that I no longer need for a spell component. So think about how much that's worth. It's solid gold. It's small, but we found it in the Red Wizard Enclave, and the higher the value, the better.
Right.
Well, if it was for the spell requires 500.
At least 500 gold is
Yeah.
what it should be. All right,
I
cool.
think
Good session.
At some point, we're going to need water breathing. So
Yeah, I would like to buy that as a scroll and then copy it so it's a ritual. Yeah. All right, cool. See you guys.
all right.
Okay, bud. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. So great session there. Not much for me though. I mean, great session for them. Me, on the other hand, I did finally get my moment of glory when we got to the gate though. So that was interesting there. Also, want to remind everybody too. I do have Sabre Wolf merchandise here. You get hats, you got the backpack and the sweatshirt and the t-shirt over there. They're really, really cool stuff right there. It's all by Gildan. Gildan does a lot of the fire department shirts, so I know it's a pretty decent shirt and product, and it can go through some wear and tear. So yeah, so check that stuff out. Of course, the link is in my YouTube bio and my Twitch bios in there. So yeah, check those out for those if you're interested. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for me for tonight. Tune in next week, Friday Night Dice. I will remind everybody that we are getting to the summer season, so we won't be doing this every single week, like we do during the cooler months of the year. This is, of course, going to be hit or miss. We might actually go dark for like a month. But I will try and get some alternate programming in for D&D wise. Maybe do some podcasts of some UAs, character descriptions, stuff like that. Coming up to the next campaign, which will be led by Sean. We're all taking turns throughout being a DM thing, so I appreciate that. And after Sean's done, I believe it's going to go either to Inti if he's back with us. If not Inti, then next might be me. So I really got to get going on my campaign. My campaign is actually going to be based in Exandria. Sean's campaign is going to be completely custom. Like Inti is also going to be completely custom campaign. So it's not even going to be in Faerun. They're going to be completely custom with towns and everything. So looking forward to that. That'll do it tonight for Friday Night Dice. This was the Flesh is Weak seasonal campaign. This is season 2, episode 35. And of course, I always rename the titles after the fact. Alright, guys, I am Sabre Wolf. Thank you, and have a good night.
There was bodies. I wasn't expecting. I wasn't thinking of it, but as soon